Yo, are we still rolling? Alright, let's talk.
And to the success of the family in the future. Most of them want, the instant gratification of, I want to see you though today. I want you to blow my back out. You know what I mean?
Wait.
Wait.
Hey. Okay, man. Welcome to Not Your Average Joe's podcast. This is your host, Moose, and your co-host, The Duke, coming at you live, 9 p.m. GMT.
What's up?
We're gonna get into it. GMT, I had to add that Greenwich Mean Time,
Greenwich
just in case,
Meantime, boy.
Just in case, we don't know where people are tuning in from, bro.
Right,
Supposedly the South Americans are coming in to watch this show as well. So I don't know.
Are they in South America?
No, they from there. So I don't know if I say GMT,
the time zone.
the time zone, they might want to throw it to their family back home. So hey,
1 a.m.
100%,
bruh,
100%, man. But yo, man, how you been? How's the week been? And bro, it's midweek. We always catch up on a Sunday.
This
is Wednesday.
Yeah,
this is weird for me, bro. Yeah, this is weird for me.
Yeah. But I feel like it might work out. It's a Wednesday night. Like, who's busy on a Wednesday night?
Bro, I'm like, no, I'm like,
everybody.
Them 9 to 5 dons are or some. I mean, I don't work 9-5. I work later than that. But you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Them 11-7. This is a good show to watch while you eat. 100%.
Yeah.
You may choke on your food.
It's gonna overlap with some TV shows. Some people might want to decide. Should I watch?
We already know what they should be watching. They should, for starters, they should be watching us. 100%. This is more important.
You see how this one's scrolling?
Exactly. Not your average Joes, man. We're not here to. We're not secluded somewhere. We out here for you guys to see. This is certified. Certified material. Look at this. This badge. You see this badge? Certified.
Oi. Show them the show name.
Hey, approved. Stamp of approval.
I don't think they're listening.
Yeah, exactly. They didn't hear me. I'm gonna say it again. Stamp of approval. Yeah, man. But what you been up to this week so far? It's only Wednesday, so you can't even tell me that much.
We didn't do a Sunday live last.
We did
Sunday,
not. We did not. So yeah, catch up.
So
Let's
we're
catch up
making
from
up
them.
for it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah,
we're catching up.
Yeah, things have been good. Summer is getting summering.
Boy, nah. The UK, nah, fam. There was a flood like 2 days ago. I don't know what you say.
I heard. Was this in Underground, London?
Yeah.
Which station? Is it everyone?
Notting Hill Gate, and
Yeah.
I think it was Holland Park flooded. They weren't stopping at those stations.
That's wild.
There were a few stations across London flooded, but it's because they were built post or pre 2000 or something, so they just don't have that anti-flood, I suppose.
That would have been locked off, but a week before, the New York City subway was flooded, and people were still moving through like it was nothing.
Yeah, bro. People in New York are built different. They just soldier on. Literally.
No, they're reckless because that's not safe. Because a flooding
safe
can lead to contamination. Like
100%. The sewage. I'm looking at.
They don't care about the public. They don't care about the people. But
their immune systems
over
are
here
also built different. Their immune systems are also built different. Because it costs money.
It's just funny that TfL would lock off the stations and then send a replacement bus for anyone who needs to take a train.
That's true. They
Right.
actually care. They actually care about us.
That's what I was saying.
Is it Sadiq? Sadiq still mayor, right?
Yes, it can still mayor, but I think in general the TfL system has been a lot better than NYC subway because I've used NYC subway. Well, we refurbish consistently, and they haven't refurbished since the 80s. So,
oh lord,
we use
80s.
contactless debit card, and they still have to
say?
buy a ticket, like a paper ticket, from the cash machine.
Oh, and do they still clip it? Do they still clip it with that?
No, it slides into the gate. And sometimes it's not working, so you just have to do it again.
Wait,
come
slide
on,
into the.
I'm late. Yeah.
So you imagine you're just late. You're just there.
Subway. That's why you see people like climbing over,
jumping over.
Because they haven't upgraded the gates. They should use their brain. I don't know.
Use your brain. Eh?
No offense to any Americans listening.
No, he means to offend. He said it with his chest. All of
Yankees.
it, both of them. He said it with his whole chest.
I am not
He meant
hating.
it.
I'm just saying they've got a
He
lot of
meant to.
money and they could put it on construction and fixing up stuff in New York. Come on.
Yeah, man. Big city, big city. You know what I mean? Big time city. Very expensive to live there as well. You'd think that their what do you call it, infrastructure would be on point, but no, it's not.
People will
Why?
blame capitalism for the inequalities.
Oh,
I don't
really?
know if we want to delve into that. I mean,
I'm
yeah,
just
okay, super rich, and then you got,
yeah,
super poor probably, and then, there's neglect of public spaces.
yeah. True.
In
Fair
comparison
enough.
to London, compared to London, like
I
New
was
York isn't
actually
as clean for some reason. I don't know.
yeah. It's a bit
I'm
weird, but to
still
be honest,
parring
yeah,
America
you're
right
still
now.
partying America, man. I'm just like you okay? You good? You good? Is there
I'll
something you
chill.
want to
I'll
tell me?
chill. I'll
Something
chill.
you
I'll
want to tell
chill.
me?
I'll chill.
Yeah, like
Another stream. I'm gonna go in.
100%. I'm like I was about to talk about indices of deprivation, and you were just I was
Well, go for it. You know what? Go for it before
yeah. No,
I do
bro.
more.
Literally,
Go.
because I work in a borough. I work in Enfield and East London, right?
Wait,
Uh, Leighton.
you're in my ends.
Yeah, Edmonton to be
Oh,
precise.
wait, that's for yeah. Oh, and Enfield
Southeast.
is big
It's
then.
big, bro. Enfield's big, man. Because literally, like I said, the indices of deprivation. Yeah, if you look at how depraved your borough is,
Yeah,
it goes from like 42% to like 25% in terms
yeah.
of the
And the more
depravity.
north you go, right?
The more north you go, the better. The
That's
more
where I live.
the more northeast
North
you go.
east,
No, northwest. No, northwest. The more northwest
northwest.
you
Yeah,
go
yeah.
is
Towards
better.
Barnet.
Yeah, and the more southeast is terrible. By the way, I think Kirby just left. She was here. She just left. So what I would do is, yo, if you could invite her back,
We'll
I
try
will.
again.
Yeah, I'll put her in. I'll put her in. I think she was listening for a
Was
minute.
it shortly or was she on for a while?
I think she was on for a little bit. I did see her, but I was getting ready to welcome. Oh, she's back. She's back. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay,
Don't worry. Yeah.
that's
I'm like,
good. We're gonna start off real good.
yeah. Our first guest is here. Not our first ever guest, but our first
Hmm.
guest for the evening.
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll be sure.
Wednesday evening.
It Wednesday evening. Yeah, we'll be sure to bring her on real quick. I'm like,
Mhm.
please make yourself comfortable in the waiting room. If you want to help yourself to refreshments and snacks, that's perfectly fine. You can do that too. You will be charged at the end of the stream, so just be careful in what you take. So it's fine.
Indeed.
Yeah. But yeah, literally, bro. Yeah, the more I think it's southeast. Yeah, the
Hmm.
the most depraved is there, and like obviously because I work in healthcare, we're trying to
Hmm.
tackle the health and disability side of it. That's all. So yeah, like mental health, that kind of thing. We're really trying to tackle that. We're trying to push for that.
All right.
More
There's
open
definitely
spaces.
a class system in London that people don't pay attention
Hundred.
to.
They just ignore that. They just ignore it, and it's weird because the empirical data you see just puts it for you black and white. Pow.
And
Just
it
there for you
covers
to
it,
see it.
yeah.
100%. And literally, bro, when
Yeah.
you interview the average, just get an average, your average household. It's
Hmm.
overcrowded. Not again. The average household earns like a certain amount, and it's like less than what they can live on, and it's just, you know what I mean. It's just like it just gets worse and worse.
We should definitely touch on this again on another stream on especially
100.
classism in the UK,
Yeah, for sure.
which isn't covered at all.
Yeah.
But then yeah, so what's
I'm
the
gonna bring
topic
bring
today
facts
then?
and figures, bruh. For
Yes.
today, I'm gonna bring facts and figures. I'm gonna bring heat next time. Prepared.
Hmm.
Today, man is not prepared for this.
Yeah. What was the
Yeah.
title we came up with again? Wasn't it
I think it was traditional versus modern day,
modern?
modern day, and then we
Bro,
were gonna modern day gender roles.
yeah.
There
Well,
we go.
we're gonna hit on every topic.
We're
There we
gonna hit
go.
on everything. Yeah, we'll try hit on everything. And again, like I said, we did bring. We did ask. Well, I think you did anyway. You asked this wonderful lady to come through and tell us why it is that it works.
Kirby.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
it works in traditional versus modern day, and just share opinions. Really, just have a general conversation about it. So, to be honest, without further ado, I mean, I guess we should welcome her to the platform. To
We
be
need an
honest,
applause soundbite.
no. I saw that, bro. I saw the name Curbs, and I was like, I'm gonna ask anyway when she comes on. But if it's Kirby, but if it is, then hey, it is what it is. It's fine. I
Yeah.
respect that.
You can ask for a full government name if you want.
100%.
Don't-
For 100%. Prepare for the interrogation. FBI in the chat. It's all good. All right, one
Uh,
second. All right, let's bring her on. Hello, hello, hello.
Hey.
Curbs, are you there? Hey, how are
Hi.
you doing?
I'm good, thank you. How are you guys?
Good. I'm
we
doing
are
okay.
good. What's up?
Yes, my name is Kirby, by the way.
Like Kirby from Super Smash Bros, right?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant! This is great. This is great. We're gonna be good friends already. I can tell. It's fine. No worries. We'll have no problem there.
Wait, from
Yeah.
Super Mario?
No. Super Smash Bros, bro. Super
Oh,
Smash Bros.
see,
Brawl. You ever play?
I never. No, I don't.
Like,
I didn't get the reference.
oh damn, it's
Their
okay. Don't worry.
character.
Yeah, it's a character.
Wait.
It's like a cute little. Oh, she's disappeared. I want to,
Okay,
bro.
good.
I'll show a picture real quick in it. Let me just.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah, real quick. I'll
Is
show
it
you a picture. It's the little pink
fairy?
thing, bro. It's the little pink thing that can eat people and shit.
The cloud?
No, it's like a little ball, bro. It looks like gum. It looks like gum.
Bruh. You know what? Now it's ringing a bell. I swear I didn't
Yeah.
play it on Super Mario Smash.
Mate,
Super Mario shit.
Yeah, it looks like it's the little thing that looks like gum, and it eats stuff, and it can embody whatever it eats. It embodies those qualities and traits.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an OP character. That's what you need to know. That's what I'm saying.
Like a monster.
But it's cute as hell. It's cute as hell. That's the advantage
Okay.
I give it. Yeah. But I'll show
Kirby,
you
would
real
you
quick.
reveal your full government name, or that's going to be disclosed?
Um, I don't know
Nice.
if I should or not.
I'm like saving for the private chat.
Yeah, sure. But
Yeah,
you
this-
can
it's this
share
thing.
your. Oh,
this-
see, yeah, I reckon.
Bro, you know what this is, right? Yeah,
Of course. I've been toys.
exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
But you can, Kirby, you can share your. Is it your Twitter or Instagram? Would you like to share with the viewers in case you want to promote your platform?
Yeah, I'm not interested in self promotion, to be honest.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
really? Okay.
Humble.
Yeah, I was like,
No
keep it
clout.
humble. No clout chasing here. I understand.
Yeah.
I feel
Nah.
that. I respect it. I respect it. So I was gonna say, yeah, tell us a bit about yourself. You know, like in the
So
sense of like age and stuff.
I'm 25.
Mhm.
I'm from Wales.
Okay.
But like I went to high school in Ireland because my mum's Irish. We moved there when I was 12, so I've got a bit of a funny accent. I don't sound Welsh, I don't think.
No, I couldn't
No,
tell.
I would not have guessed that.
I
Where in
wouldn't have
Ireland?
guessed.
Yeah, it's weird. I went to uni. I did psychology at uni, and then I worked in mental health for a bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
We have another.
I mean, were you in Republic of Ireland or Northern Ireland?
Republic.
Oh, okay. That's where I am right now.
No way.
Still trying to figure. Yeah, I'm the head of school. So
Oh, cool.
yeah, but I still feel like I'm real close to home anyway. I come home
Yeah.
every other month.
Whereabouts are you, if you don't mind saying?
In Cork,
Oh,
right
okay.
south of Ireland.
Yeah. I was in like Mayo, Sligo, that kind of area, so it's sort of Midwest.
Okay, I'm still learning the names of
I need a map.
towns. 'cause
I need a map. I
There's
fully need a map.
so many little towns I need to learn and visit. Well, that's good. Your accent, I don't know. Where would you pinpoint it, Miss? Like it
I'll
sounds
just-
more
I figured I need to. You know, my brain is still trying to decipher it.
Process
so
it, right?
I think. Yeah, it's processing. Yeah.
Some people say that I sound like I'm from Liverpool.
Liverpool.
You know what? When you said Liverpool, it kind of touched there a little
Liverpool?
bit.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's not that far. It's not.
It's not a word.
Yeah.
Touching.
Yeah, it's not that annoying. Not that annoying. Yeah, not that annoying. But we're close. No, I'm just kidding. I'm joking. But no, I was gonna say. Yeah, I was deciphering. I was just trying to figure out. I was like, are you London based? Because it sounds you could be from London easily, with your accent. So I couldn't pinpoint it at all.
It could be covert. If you spoke less, then people wouldn't tell or something.
Yeah, I'd make a good spy, I think.
Yeah, you fit in anywhere.
Covert. Anyway,
Yeah.
in England.
Yeah. So tell me, so I mean, I actually don't know much. I mean, Temi's the one who, I think he sourced you, found you, and yeah, I feel like you run an interesting kind of business, or you run a service, like an essential service per se, like in this day and age. So do you want to care to shed some light on that for the viewers, if you don't
Me?
mind? Yeah.
Run a service.
Yeah, let me so
Essential service.
Mr. Moose is like new to all this, so I kind of introduced him just a little bit to what you do. But just like, let's say you introduced yourself on this topic with a new person who wanted to get to know what exactly you do. So on your platform, you've been kind of promoting some type of like a matchmaking service for friends of different circles, and it kind of blew up a little bit. Yeah. So you want to explain what that was all about?
Yeah. So I just noticed really that there was a lot of single men that were looking for kind of right-leaning women.
Okay.
Because they're sort of in short supply.
Right.
So yeah, just kind of.
I was gonna say
when it comes to
yeah, go on. No, go ahead, Sims. I was like,
when it comes to using Twitter as a platform, would you feel like it made it easier on social media compared to like meeting in person? Is it harder for, I guess, right-wing minds to find each other then?
I think
real
so.
life?
Yeah, I think so. Especially for men to find women.
Okay. Oh, it's not that hard the other way around?
I think there are more right-wing men than there are right-wing women.
Okay. So
I would say
you're just saying that it's easier, I guess, for women who are like-minded to find that in, wherever.
for sure
Like wherever.
on Twitter, definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the one question I was going to delve into was is social media, what you're using now is Twitter, better than a dating app, to find relationships like similar to what we're talking about?
I would say more build relationships, not necessarily romantic, but more just general, just like socializing. It's like anti-social socializing, if you will.
Okay. Oh, like more.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like off the
friendship
streets.
circles. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But do you think you stand a bet? So let's say, for example, if your intention was to find a partner, do you think it's better for someone to enter a dating app, or do you think it's better for them to again try social media? Social media, because Instagram is pretty much a dating app at this point.
Yeah, I don't really. I don't like dating apps. I think they disincentivize long-term relationships.
Yeah. And why would you say that is?
Just because they're kind of like designed like a game almost.
Swipe right, swipe left. I feel like that's what you're heading with this.
There's less emotional investment. Like in the olden days, it would be really hard to get a partner because you'd have to actually graft. You don't just have a catalogue of people at your fingertips so that you can just move on to the next if that one doesn't work out.
Would you say it makes? So are you saying? Okay? So would I be correct in saying that you think it's harder for you to build let's say a meaningful connection with somebody if you meet them through a dating app as opposed to organically in real life?
For sure, definitely.
Okay, and I mean I'm gonna say that. I mean I want to say I don't know. When it comes to things like Tinder, for example, right, where it's a case of it's okay. I don't know if the way the app, I think its intended purpose, it was, in terms of it cuts out the initial attraction. Do they like me? Do they like the way I look, kind of thing, right? So swipe right, swipe left. So the second you get a match, right, and okay, we definitely like the way each other look. Now it's a case of finding out if we match, like in terms of if we're compatible on other levels.
Yeah.
So would you say if it was used for its intended purpose, it would be a good thing? Because okay,
I was going to frame it.
Go on. Because the way I was trying to frame it is sorry.
I get it.
Yeah,
it's all right. It's just the way a lot of these dating platforms are catered to people. Tinder is pretty much fast paced. They don't really care. Most people don't have profile bios or anymore. But then you might have eHarmony, where people have to kind of invest their time into it and money.
Yeah, I think dating apps and dating websites differ.
Okay, compared to apps. So, I would say, apps kind of take away the effort that is required, I guess, That makes sense. Well, websites, you have to kind of present yourself as much as possible. Yeah,
like
build.
for Tinder,
You gotta build.
to my knowledge, you don't even have to have a bio on Tinder, do you? Like,
No,
you don't
don't.
have to write anything if you don't. It's just like put a picture up.
Yep.
Don't have to reveal anything about yourself. There's literally no investment whatsoever on your behalf.
To your knowledge, so you haven't touched it ever.
Like years ago, not recently.
And how did it go?
But I had it for like a day and then I was bored.
Oh snap! Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Touche.
Fold.
Me, what about you?
Was it fold?
Huh?
What did you say? Fold?
Bored.
Like bored.
Bold. Oh, bold. I was
Bored.
like, oh, I give up. This was too much. Throw the fold away.
I just find it draining to speak to multiple people, like have the same conversations with multiple people. I can't do that.
Hey,
what's your favorite color?
What's your favorite color? Hey.
Yes. How many siblings do you have?
What's your star sign?
So, hey, if they're asking star sign, that's a red flag, man. That's
Yes, run.
Well, a guy asking a girl a star sign.
Exactly. They're like, huh? They're feeling to finesse you real quick. They'd be like, oh, my birthday is, and then match it up with your star sign. I'm a rising something. I don't even know. Yeah. No, but
I also
don't
like,
want to reveal too much.
Yeah, I also have friends that are in relationships that say that they actually miss being on Tinder.
In relationship.
Yeah, they're like they're happy in their relationships, but they miss because what my theory is that you get a rush of endorphins when you get a match because you're like, oh, someone likes me, someone finds me attractive.
Validation.
Yeah.
And then now that they're past the honeymoon stage in their relationship, it's got a bit flat.
Ooh.
They're
it's
like
a bit stale.
I need some.
You're exposing people right now.
Yeah. I won't name any names, but yeah.
It's too late. Your social circle's already looking you up. He's like, how dare you?
Yeah, the dose of endorphins from the validation you get when maybe an attractive guy or attractive girl gives you that attention. So would they entertain that even further and communicate with the person, or they just like the matches?
I don't know. I think if you speak to
They
someone,
won't tell you, would they?
Yeah, if you speak to someone, you do get a rush of endorphins initially, but it slowly wears off.
Yeah, as you realize they're boring.
Yeah.
It's very. You know what? I don't know, bro. I don't know why people don't use use Tinder, right? To get the initial attraction, and then obviously establish some way of getting the other party to realize you're not a weirdo at all, and then go meet. Do you know what I mean? It's like people stay on the app for too long, so it's just like it just gets boring.
And it goes stale. It's boring. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like people they don't
leave it
know.
longer than a week.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think the conversion rate back when I was using
a week sounds long.
yeah, a week. Could you imagine talking to someone for a week? I'm like, look,
what else am I talking about?
The strategy should be I don't know. With Instagram, I use Insta.
Going back to what Kirby said was that so there are some people in relationships who just go on Tinder on the side.
That's mad.
Just because. So imagine
they're not on Tinder on the side, but like they miss having that rush.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I thought they were.
Well, that's what they're telling you.
Exactly. That's what they're telling you. But secretly they're in the toilet. Secretly they're on the toilet, just texting.
You're getting a message from Domino's at like 2 in the morning.
Yeah. Yo, why's Domino's calling you? Why's Domino's FaceTiming you, huh?
We'll delve into that as well. The cheating part. Boy, that's a deep question. Yeah, but another one. Yeah, this is what we wanted to really touch on because of basically what the service you provide on your platform.
Bro, you're playing it down too much. It's an essential service, bro. Put some respect on her name.
No, the funny thing is, when I saw it, I was like, this could go somewhere. She might not realize it, but you might actually start a whole thing. Sorry?
There is definitely a market for it, but I'm not the person to do it.
Man,
you're carrying the weight right now.
I'm like, Kirby, you've got this, Kirby. Honestly, I'm like, if you need backing, we've got you, 100%. So no worries.
The question was: is it important for partners to have the same or similar spiritual or social views as the other person?
I think
What do you think?
for like longevity, if that's what you're looking for, like if it's just a case of you just looking for a fling, then it doesn't really matter. But if you're
Yeah,
looking to like spend
long-
your whole lives together and raise a family, then obviously it's important to have that compatibility.
so like let's say political views. Can
Yeah,
a Labour supporter date and marry a Lib Dem supporter?
for
I
sure.
don't know if
Yeah,
that even. Yeah.
it
They
Okay.
it,
could. They
it
could.
depends. It depends how extreme, like, because there's obviously
How
outright
far?
communists in the Labour Party, and then there's like the soft centrists who
Mm,
would be closer to like Lib Dem.
Blairites, something like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, but then all right, maybe the far extremes then the Marxist, communist, Labour supporters versus the small C conservatives. Can they get along and date, or that's just impossible? Like, why would even someone even consider that? Are they compatible? They can be compatible with everything else, like same interests, sports, you know, horoscopes. Please, like I don't know, preference in everything, but the political views are completely far from each other. Is that
Um,
okay?
I just can't see it working long term.
Where would you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where
Where's the
would you
breakdown? Where'd the breakdown come from?
Uh,
it breaks apart? Because you got one thing,
I
you've got people, you've got people voting. Of course, if you live in a house where one parent votes Labour, one parent votes Conservative, I guess it happens often. I'm not sure, but
my mum is a communist.
okay, okay, and dad in the house as well.
And
Does he share the same
my
views?
mum and dad are divorced and both remarried.
Okay,
My dad is kind of apolitical,
right,
doesn't really have
right.
strong opinions. And then there's
Okay,
me.
so
I think that could work. That
yeah,
could work.
so apolitical. Let's say if they were still together, apolitical and a complete communist. I think that could work because that other person is just kind of indifferent. Like,
Doesn't really
Non-factor.
care. Yeah,
It's a non-factor, isn't it?
I just
exactly.
pay the bills and the taxes. I
Yeah.
really don't get involved.
Yeah. I'm not ready. But yeah,
Yeah,
no.
yeah.
If you have strong clashing views, I think they'll become apparent when you're obviously if you're in the dating phase. That's where you'll really, because you're less okay. In the dating phase, you're less how do you say less tolerant to bullshit, right? So you would cut them off pretty much the second you find out your views aren't similar, or
I
they're
think
not
I'm the
aligning.
opposite, Like
Oh,
in the first stage of a
you're more
relationship,
tolerant.
I'm oblivious. I'm just like, I've got rose tinted glasses on. I'm not seeing any red flags. I'm just like, ah. And
Okay.
then like it gets to 4 months in, and I'm like, oh, I don't actually like you.
How
Oh,
long would that phase take then? Are you saying that you don't even vet maybe the first few weeks of getting to know someone? Like, oh, what are their interests? Is that what you're
Uh,
saying? Like, you're not
like
sure yet.
like now that I'm older, like I do have a checklist of what I look for. But when I was younger, like I would just be completely doe-eyed, not notice anything that was wrong with them.
Fairies and clouded,
yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that
oblivious,
the glasses on,
legally blind.
the fog. Yeah,
Have you?
the
So
fog
I
list.
guess have you learned from the past, relationships you've had that you know what, that's not for me. I'm gonna pay
Definitely,
attention to. Right, right,
100%.
right. No,
Wait,
I think it really does now.
no. I'm gonna ask. Wait, can I ask you a
Go
super?
on.
It's a super personal question, and I'm gonna ask anyway. So I'm gonna be like, so why do you think your past relationships didn't work out? In particular, as in, do you think it was mostly? Would you say it was a breakdown in communication, or just straight out infidelity, or do you know what I mean? So what would you say?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got into a relationship when I was 17 with a guy who was a lot older than me.
Yeah.
And that just didn't work out because he was a complete psychopath. I had to get a restraining order. Like,
Oof.
whole
Okay.
situation was just nuts.
Yeah.
And then it was a few years before I started dating again. I was seeing a guy, didn't really, it sort of fizzled out because of distance. And then my friend from uni set me up with her boyfriend's best friend because we were both single. He had a child from a past relationship, which didn't bother me, but he ended up sleeping with his ex-girlfriend while we were still together. More for me.
The one with the child with?
Oh.
Yes, the baby mama.
The baby mama. My God.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Oh, okay then. Oh my God. Yeah,
You have to write down another question, boy.
You've had a roller coaster of a journey because it's like, you know what?
Yeah.
You know when you were saying you're sick and tired of asking the same questions, right? I'm literally at the point now where it's like to get to know someone, you need to be asking. You tell me your traumas, I'll tell you mine. You know what I'm saying? It is that case. It is that case. That is how you find out if someone is, interesting / worth getting to know at the end of the day. Like, what's your favorite color, star sign, all of that stuff is a bit superficial. Yeah, yawn. On to the next one, kind of thing.
I need deep questions.
Yeah, exactly. But actually, you know what? I just another question popped up from that as well. From all the relationships, would you say that love languages played a part? And if they did, how important would you place that on maintaining / sustaining a relationship over time? So love languages being like, words of affirmation. I think another one is, Temi, you know them off by heart, don't you? I think it's like physical touch, quality, physical touch. Yeah. Oh, you know them? Okay, so yeah. But for the viewers, just so the viewers know as well, like, words of affirmation. I think
words of affirmation, physical touch, acts of service, gift giving or receiving. Sorry.
Quality time.
Quality time. That's it.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I did this last night because I knew we were going to be talking about it today.
Okay.
I got 40% acts of service.
Oh man, I'm just right. Wait, give me a second. Hold on.
The percentage
I need to make notes real quick.
Are you giving a layout of like what you consider, forms of affection? Is that what you're saying? Or is that your love language? Is that what you're saying?
No, that's my love language. So like my top is, I don't want somebody who's whipped, but
like a carpet. Okay.
The way that I would perceive love is if I'm running late for work and I've got ice on my windshield on my car and somebody like gets up, scrapes it off for me so that I can just go to work and rush off. I would value that more than here's this pretty necklace.
Okay, so the gift giving is a no.
It kind of has to be reduced a little bit. Not roses every night.
Gift is like 3%. It's like not even. It doesn't interest me. I'm not materialistic. Like, somebody. I'd much rather somebody show their love by helping me.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you think that's just you or how most women think? Because I'm convinced in a way like go on.
I got my friends to do it, and their results were very different to mine. So I think it's just me. But my mum, I made my mum do it as well, and she got pretty much the same as me. So I think it was maybe inherited from her.
She taught you the ways.
It's a personality trait.
She was like, "Show me the way," and now she just showed you, man. Acts of service. That's what it is. Yeah. My God, Temi, do you actually know already what you are? I think I have a feeling I think I know what I am.
The thing is, the reason why I raised that point up, I heard it on a different show, was that I think it's kind of ludicrous to sort of place sort of attributes into how someone shows their love for someone else, like for their significant other. Maybe, I don't know, it's like when you start making demands, like, I would love you more if you bring me chocolates every Friday, or you say I love you every other day because I need it. It's kind of like, are you with the person for how they naturally are, or are you trying to impose, your way of affection? I don't know. I feel like everyone makes a compromise, But love languages to me is like, okay, get with someone who is on your wavelength, I guess, who thinks the same way as you. Like you said, you don't really value gifts that much. Like the time that the person spends with you, acts of service is more significant. I think that's should be more general. It kind of makes sense because you have a lot of guys, like you said, what did you call them? Beta, what?
Whipped. She said whipped.
Whipped, right? Whipped.
That word, I love it. I love that word. Yeah.
That's the thing. We use certain other terms like simp, beta, basically guys doing too much or over the top because they think this is what's going to work to get someone's attention. Someone who might not be into them that much, but they think, okay, this is just how I was taught. This is what Disney.
This is what I saw in the movies, man.
Right.
Yo,
right.
I fell for this. I've done this. I've been through this. Bro. I've been through this. Yeah, we learned the hard way. No, we're not doing that. I'm not here to expose myself, bro. I'm not here to expose myself.
You don't want.
Yeah.
You don't want.
No, I don't mind. No, I'm just playing. It's okay. But no, for me, it was a case.
Sorry.
No,
I remember
being
in, TK Maxx, the shop.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So I was in TK Maxx a few years ago, and I was just looking at stuff, and I overheard this guy and who I presume was his mother, telling her, that he'd just paid for girls to get a set of acrylic nails, and that the next day she just turned around and said, "I just want to be friends." And I was like, "Well, no shit, because she doesn't respect you."
Wait. I think I missed that part. Who advised him to get that in the first place? Was it someone told him, or he just thought that was what he was meant to do?
I have no idea. I didn't.
Okay. I thought you.
It wasn't my place to ask.
I would have intervened and be like, "Yo, who told you? Whoever told you that is whoever you consulted, just fully lied to you." Because you're supposed to consult people before you make big moves, like paying for a pair of acrylic nails. Yeah. To be fair, I didn't have friends to consult at that point where I ended up doing too much, and I never made the mistake again. Because that feeling afterwards is something I don't recommend.
Not nice.
Anyone to go through. It's just not nice at all. But it was needed. It was needed. Character development. You know what I mean?
The rough way.
Yeah, exactly.
100%.
That's the thing. Like, I don't regret any of my relationships because they all taught me a lesson that I would take forward and
on to the next one, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. I think you're stronger for it, right? I hope.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. I'm like, move like Kirby. Just eat that shit and then embody.
Exactly.
It's the way.
Man. So I feel like we all come from. I feel like I want to say guys. I don't know. For us, it's weird in terms of we're expected to know all these things, how to maneuver around. How to maneuver around.
I don't envy
women.
you.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, we're supposed to know all of these things, bro. But no one teaches us. Like I don't remember my dad ever sitting me down and saying, "Yo, son, this is what you have to do." Like. I'm gonna teach my son. I don't care, but my dad did not do that to me. So
you know what's funny is I would agree with that too. But it's like, okay, when was there a stage where guys had to do that in the first place? It's like, were we always meant to know? No, like before.
The learning phase.
Like, did parents have to? Did dad have to sit down with a boy and say, "This is how you court a woman"?
Yes, bro. I feel like that was the case, like in way back. I feel like that was the case.
50s, 60s, yeah, definitely.
Right. Right. The thing is, people would say, "Oh, chivalry is dead because it existed then." I guess men then were more polite, but wasn't there?
The introduction of birth control had a lot to do with like revolutionizing the dating scene, so that men stopped having to graft as much because they could just.
You come in
you
hard.
Press the button. Where's the soundbite?
I was like, you hit the nail. Like you
it
just
correlates though. Like if you look at when dating culture changed, it's when the introduction of the pill came in.
Yeah, the power shift. It was like a what do you call it? The balance of power.
Paradigm shift.
Yeah. No. I hear
that.
100%.
We brought this up before. I think we brought this up on the show like way back, but it wasn't just to do with birth control, but just I guess when they say women's liberation around the 70s and 80s was where.
Also the encouragement of to have casual sex, just like completely. Well, what's the point in a relationship then if men can just get sex whenever they want?
There are no consequences.
They don't need to court. They don't need to marry. Like, where's the incentivization? There isn't one.
Exactly. It's true.
Indeed. Yeah. This is like deja vu. We kind of touched on this before, but between the guys, and of course, people might say, "Oh, guys, you think a certain way," but hearing it from a girl,
A lady is
confirming it,
yeah.
it kind of makes sense. It's not like we're indoctrinated to believe that things changed because you don't
The
you're misogynist. Yeah. Just disregard of like.
She's funny, man. I like Kirby.
Yeah.
I like Kirby.
That's why I brought it. What other reasons other than that? I think the multiple faceted. So birth pills, I guess. The incentive to start a family. Then what's the opposite? What are people pursuing instead? What are women pursuing instead?
Careers.
Careers. Okay.
Or what they think are
that a bad
careers.
thing?
Sex work isn't work, but yeah.
Wow. Firing shots, bro.
She just goes straight for the jugular.
No one is safe. No one is safe here. I don't understand. yeah.
OnlyFans, okay, like I guess even just IG, the Instagram could be used for that.
Instagram
You just
models.
post a bikini, arch your back, and then you get 1,000 likes. And
Put the 1 foot forward. Put the 1 foot forward. Hey, pop a lock. The 1 foot forward, bro. You don't know about the 1 foot forward? Oh man. He's like, look, if you want to, suppose if you want to look like you have back, you just got to put 1 foot forward.
Oh, you know so much. I don't even know that.
Hey, season veteran. Season veteran.
Yeah.
I'm retired from
social
the game.
validation. Then I guess if social media is also used as well, maybe people assume that instead of settling down, why not I just get all this attention from thousands of men in the DMs sending me money, simps.
Yeah.
And just that satisfy more than settling down and starting a relationship, marriage and all of that, traditional sense.
Yeah.
Okay. But to even push it further, it's like a case of bringing in, obviously you brought in the pill now, so now you can kind of control what do you call it? You're now in control of your reproductive like the reproductive kind of consequences kind of taken care of. So now you can continue working if you want to work, and then on top of that, it's like the education system is favoring women as well. So it's incentivizing you guys to come in.
How so?
Sorry.
How so?
Courses. The courses available, bro. Just look at so you got courses available, and if you look at universities in general,
women dominate universities.
They dominate uni, like literally dominate uni. They're like the most educated. Yeah. Like even in it's weird. When I was in biomed, bro, how many girls were you were in biomed as well, Tammy?
Yeah.
Literally, how many girls were we surrounded in our course? On our course.
I mean, like when it comes to biology, I think it's more likely in the STEM field for women to pursue that, other than like chemistry or all the other sciences.
Yeah, all the other sciences.
In general, when a girl finishes high school or secondary school, goes into university, she's more likely to pick the humanities and arts than the STEM courses. And so I guess that people are trying to reinforce the idea that women are conditioned to pick these courses. No, it's
not
just
really.
It's just not desirable. For anyone really. Yeah.
Like, look, how many? Just ask in general. Like, would you like to work in construction? Like, come through. We have open spaces. We welcome them. Plumbing.
Sewage.
They're like sewage, raw sewage. How many women work in raw sewage? I bet
that's good money though.
Person. It's good money. That's
good money.
So it's good money. So there's the gender pay gap. There's the gender pay gap out the window as well. So you know what I mean.
If you look at countries that try, like, where is it?
Scandinavia.
It might be Scandinavia. Yeah.
Okay,
where they're more egalitarian. Like they have policies that try to, make the STEM fields 50-50. Like it just doesn't work. It has the opposite effect because you can't deny biology.
So you saying your instincts.
You brought this up earlier on, so definitely.
It's true. When you let people, when you put people back to their own devices, they'll just pick instinctively what they want to do at the end of the day. Like
Definitely.
And then they also try to say socially, etc. Another argument made is that, no, look, this is a social thing. There's not enough promotion around these fields. Like, you don't see female hackers or female engineers. We need more of them around. And I'm like, the point they're not around is because they're not picking the subject in the first place. So you can't promote something which, it's just
I don't
not.
get where this incessant need for we need representation in that field comes from. Like, why?
It's the reinforcement. They say, okay, equality of opportunity, which was what we're providing, but then equality of outcome. The idea is that there needs to be 50-50 in every field, but you
Doesn't
can't
make sense.
reinforce it if they're not applying for it at
I
the same
don't
rate.
understand the
And
logic.
then
If
they're
you do the
blaming it on
maths,
social conditioning.
it doesn't make sense. Because again, even if you do the maths, and you do, let's say you do equal outcome, and you take that, right?
Yeah.
Let's say you get, and you go with the numbers that are actually happening as well. So let's just take a senior management position in any company. You're going to get 100 guys applying for that role, and you're going to get 20 women applying for that role. Let's say you need, let's say you need 6 positions. I can almost guarantee you the top 30 men already are doing better than the top 20 women, or
100%.
maybe than a bigger percentage than of the women. So let's say you end up taking 3 of those women, you've actually decreased your, what do you call it, performance as a company.
Yeah.
And you're no longer catering
That's the company's
and think about it.
problem.
And now your ideals are flopping because you're now catering towards an ideal instead of actually the bettering of your company. You want your company to be successful.
Judge
You
people
hire the
on
best.
merit, not any other characteristic. It's stupid.
That's it.
Like,
That's it.
you're going to say we need more fish to fly and more birds to swim? No, because they're not biologically equipped to. It's
like
dumb.
I like that.
that attacking the species now.
Well,
Yeah.
we're
Yeah,
biologically designed to do different things. Like, women veer more towards caring roles, and men towards more like things that require assertiveness and dominance and providing, like, financially.
Yeah, but this is I always say to people, I'm like, this is the majority of how we are. Like, there will be the outliers, of course.
Yeah.
But the outliers, again, it doesn't change the rule. So whenever people are saying, but what about my family? Who, I'm like, your family is 1 out of 7 billion.
To the rule.
Exception to the rule does not make it the rule. Do you know what I mean? So it's like, it's very strange how people will still find
you're saying that we are speaking on generalities then,
we're speaking on we're speaking on general terms. We're not just it's not I'm not saying everyone.
It's not that black and white, is it?
But if you were to pick literally out of 100 people, you'd find probably maybe 80 to 90%, a big portion of them will veer that way as well. They'll end up picking for sure. And it's definitely I feel like it's really important that we need to realize that, look, we are different, right?
Yeah.
And that we do work better together than we are apart. And we just need to understand that. Once we understand that, I feel like that's when we can come together.
Yeah, speaking on the difference, are we saying that, certain people can't pursue things because they're hardwired to not? Like, if a career woman wants to pursue something,
they can pursue it, but they're not going to be as good as, like, a woman doing construction, for instance, is not going to be as good as a man that does construction on average.
Yeah, by average. That's what I was going to say. She won't be as it's the average. That's the thing. It's like
but she wants to do it,
but she can do it.
Sure. Right?
She should have the opportunity to do it. That's what we're saying. She should have the opportunity to do it, 100%. Whether she gets the job, though, that's another story.
Oh, they'll definitely have spaces for plumbers, waste women. A lot of these positions are open to women. It's just they don't pick it. But one thing is that a lot of these women might take these roles and get it and are qualified for it. But the other thing is that, can they get everything else? Like, can you have a family and children, just like how a man would be able to start a family under his, him being the breadwinner? Can women do the same thing? Essentially, can she settle down and still work as much as a man would in her position?
Go ahead, Kirby. It's all you.
I think that we all agree in a sense, but I'm trying to.
Yeah, I think. I don't think it's the ideal situation for You know, most
So
people can't survive on one wage. Most families can't survive on one wage.
right.
Most people can't afford, I would imagine, to have more than 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
Um, like, what is the point if you're not going to be an active mother or father?
Right.
Like, if
Yeah.
you, well, more so mother, because if you're just going to stick them in daycare, strangers are seeing them more than you are.
Oh, so wait. I'm trying
So
to
you
figure
have a
out.
child
So
who's 5, sorry, and years old, and you drop them at school in the morning. You go to work, you pick them up from after school at 6. You take them home, feed them, put them to bed. Who's spending the majority of the time with them? Complete strangers. What is the point in even having a child then?
So would
I
you
mean,
say the early?
before
Yeah.
you
Go
hit
on,
him,
Sims.
you're clearly saying that what women who also work in the family, you have the dad working and the mom's
Yeah,
working. Is it a good thing or a bad thing for the
I.
children? Is that what you're saying?
It's extremely negative in my opinion. Like stay-at-home
Hmm.
mothers. Like if you're going to have children, ideally you would be a stay-at-home mum.
Right.
But
Okay.
I
You also
understand that
need
people can't afford
yeah,
to.
exactly. So then it's like, okay, the dilemma is people who can't afford it, even on a one-man income. A woman does the work to, support the whole family. Then I guess you're saying that the optimum option would to be a stay-at-home mom, right?
Yeah,
But not everyone is privileged enough to have that. I think,
yeah,
for a
yeah,
long
yeah.
time. Yeah, blue collar workers, white work, working class workers in the UK have always had to work both mom and dad, and it's just, I guess, accepted. But
Yeah.
again, it's the profession, right? So, are you saying that there's certain professions women can do that, it's more suited to them than the more hard labor work that men take?
What do you mean? Sorry.
Like, okay, like let's say you have a stay-at-home mom, but then her husband isn't able to cover all the bills and then she
Yeah,
takes
so
on the job. What type
that's where
of
kind of social media is a good thing in a way because it allows mothers to stay at home and earn an income. I'm not saying OnlyFans. I mean like
Oh Lord.
I
to
hope
find some
not
type of
really.
work online, basically, like
Yeah,
business
like maybe I open up, I don't know, a business where they're selling
clothing line.
An
clothes.
essential service, maybe.
Yes.
I mean, again,
Yeah.
being an entrepreneur, even on an online platform, can be tricky as well. So it's not always guaranteed that a mother could earn a living,
Yeah,
being at
exactly.
home.
Yeah.
So beyond that, is there any other profession that maybe they can take if that doesn't work out
If they're going to be
as
out of the
as a
home
part-time
and
mom?
they're going to need help with childcare, then again, it's just like, well, what's the point? Because that child's not getting the benefit of a family.
So you
Comes down.
saying then, if
Yeah.
you can't afford kids, don't have them.
Or
Don't raise a
no,
family till you
she's doing.
can.
She's got more. She's got more than that. She's saying if
Yeah.
you're not going to be accountable or responsible for your children that you're going to bring into the world, don't have them. And that makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm not saying don't. Like, I understand why people want to have children. I want to have children, but like
You're going to choose though, aren't you?
it's not beneficial for the child.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Because
Fair enough.
look,
But
at the end of
some
the
people
day,
just don't have the
yeah.
choice. That's what I'm saying. Is there's
I was going to
almost
say
like
it
a
is a
dilemma.
choice. There's always a choice,
It's
bro.
like
This is
why
where
dilemma.
why would you get a dog just to leave it in the house all day by itself? If you're at work all the time, like it's the same principle. Really. It's not. It's cruel.
Yeah, if
It's tough. It's tough.
that's the scenario. If the money is meant to pay for the child babysitting, basically.
Yeah.
But maybe she's working to pay extra bills or save up for holidays. I don't know, for to add on to the man's role.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of on I'm split on, because of course some mothers can't afford to stay at home. So if there's maybe some type of part-time work outside of online platforms, like I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, like
It could
part
be a
time is
consultant.
fine.
consultant, right? They can do a consultant from. I mean,
Consulting in
be a
what?
consultant from home. I don't know, like in whatever field.
I'm talking
they
about
work
the
in.
average,
Oh, the
family,
average.
the average
Okay.
couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
I've
Like,
always assumed that admin work, part-time work in a I don't know
Secretarial,
hospital,
that kind of thing.
secretary, where they can juggle both. It's I get your point again. It's like, what's the point? Because you're gonna be a mom, picks up the kids from school and then go
Yeah.
and work. But yeah, I just feel like there's some type of
Hold on.
flexibility in that sort of family dynamic.
yeah, like
We have another
a
guest.
teacher or a teaching
like-
assistant or something in school would be ideal.
Okay.
Really.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think in reality that already exists. A lot of parents do that already. Men taking up most of the bills
For
and
sure.
the mothers doing the partly as well. Fair enough. Okay, we've got our co-host finally on. Where you been? Where you been hiding?
Yeah. No, to be honest,
Playing GDD.
I was about to say one of our, someone's just commented. I think Vincent has just commented about, what about those parents? Oh, I'll put it up as well so everyone can see it. But yeah, he's saying, what about those parents that have parents? So the child's grandparents that have offered to babysit. But is that going to be every
I
day?
was going to bring that up.
Like,
That's
is that going to be
ideal.
every day? Yeah, it is ideal, but is that every day?
That's definitely ideal. I mean, that's the idea is that if maybe the grandparents already live with the family, then it's convenient. But of course, not every family is set up that way, especially in the UK. Not, so we still have nuclear families where it's just mom and dad and kids, and then maybe grandparents live in a different county. But definitely an option.
Well, some people's grandparents are still in work themselves.
That's it.
They're
Because
still
retirement
working.
age.
Not
The
everyone's
retirement age is
retired.
up.
Yeah, fair enough.
Exactly.
Fair enough.
But also they
my
have them young.
grandparents still work.
Yes, what age range are they?
My
Are they
grandparents,
in retirement age?
Early 60s. They're just entering in, yeah.
And they still want to work. They still got the knees for it.
The knees.
The knee.
Yeah, my knees are gone. My
The
knees are
mobility.
gone.
It's rough out there. The economy is rough. Tough on the elderly.
It really is, man.
I remember,
Yeah.
like, when I was doing my degree, we did a module on developmental psychology, which touches a lot on childhood. And a lot of children grew up with attachment issues and, mental health disorders because their parents were just never at home. And they internalized that as there was something wrong with them. But that was kind of mitigated if the childcare was done by family members. So, if the option is there for them to be looked after by family members rather than a nursery, then that is preferable.
Okay.
It's still not a complete replacement for the parents, but yeah.
Yeah. Question: do you know how much time you roughly need to spend with a child in order to build that bond? Obviously, like I'm talking, because obviously, if you think because if you think about it, right, you're like, let's say you're in the nursery for half the day, I think, when you're young, and then you go the full day, like 9 till 3. So I'm saying, is the time enough from 4 till, I don't know, your bedtime is maybe 8:30, 9 o'clock? Is that enough time in order to build a bond with the child? And then weekends, you've got Friday and Saturday Saturday, Sunday as well.
Yeah, if you're not working weekends.
Yeah. If you're not warranted, you're not working weekends, of course.
Yeah, I'd say so. Like, you don't need to spend 24/7.
Yeah. Then in that case, I feel
it's
like
manageable.
You can do it.
You can do it.
It's just a discussion. I think it's just a discussion. I just don't think a single parent could do it.
No.
And the average, family, definitely, when it comes to income and covering all the finances,
it's tough, man. It's tough out here.
Yeah.
It's
Some
so
people
tough.
just have to cover it. Yeah.
Yeah. It's just not, again,
You make do.
it's a choice at the end of the day. And,
Aren't children a blessing?
They are a blessing.
Children are a blessing? Yeah, they are a blessing, man. You know why you have kids if you're a single parent?
What?
You have kids, to get you through later life.
Oh.
Yeah.
Because who's gonna take care of you when you're old? When you're old, if you're a single parent, you have kids to help you in later life, or you have more kids to help you. Hopefully one of them succeeds, becomes a millionaire, and then they can help you succeed. Same in Africa. That's what they have so many kids, because they want one of them to succeed and lift the whole family out of poverty. That's why my grandparents had so many kids, and
That's a burden, boy.
My mom made it, so she's now sending money back to the fam and providing for them, kind of thing. You know what I mean? So
but that's not my responsibility, bro.
huh?
So given in general, are you in support of big families? Then you have sort of an ideology that parents should have as many kids as they can.
In the West, no. In poverty, yes, because that's the only way.
Kirby, what do you think about that? Big families.
Well, I am one of 6, and my mum is one of 8.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's how they do.
You guys were out here like Kirby's.
Baby.
Yeah, like you guys didn't have anything to do around the house, like y'all
We're
were bored.
Irish Catholics, so yeah.
Okay.
What order are you in the 6? Are you
I'm
the oldest, middle?
so the pressure's on me.
No.
Wow.
No.
So that means you have to bring it home.
You have to perform.
I'm trying.
The burden of performance is on you.
Mm-hmm.
No pressure. No pressure.
What's your yearly income? I'm playing.
Your bill has to be split between the. Oh my God.
So are you sending money back home now? Or?
I still live with my mum, so no.
Oh, okay. So no, but do you pay for like a substantial amount of bills or?
Yeah.
You do? Like, you're nice.
Oh, how old are you?
I'm 25.
25. Oh, that's all right, actually.
Yeah.
I don't pay no bills. My mom
That's
is
what I was
honest.
gonna help.
Yeah, you adult.
Adulting.
Full of grown adults.
I know.
Well,
I know.
When it comes to you being the eldest,
Yeah.
When it comes to pressure as well, are you kind of pressured into starting your own family? You're at that age.
Yeah, like
Mm-hmm.
all the female members in my family had children quite young. Like my mum obviously has a lot of sisters who all had children in their very early 20s, late teens.
Wow.
Right.
So is your mom looking at you sideways or?
Yeah, she's like,
Like,
what's going on with you?
Oh shit! No. Just tell her. Like, look, just be like, look, mom, I'm setting up other people.
Yeah, exactly.
Your mom's looking at you like defective goods. Why are the guys not staying? Like, what's happening?
Bro, have you heard?
Look,
no offense. Have you heard the history? If you hear the history, it's not her at this point.
It's not her. So it's is it poor choice?
Poor choice.
Yes.
Okay, so it is her.
Oh, so there is you.
Yeah.
I'm defecting. Nah, I'm defecting.
That's going back to the question. No. One question on. Remember, you mentioned you had an ex who was psychopathic at the end.
Yes.
Did you see signs in the beginning before you?
Yeah, like we were together for a year,
all that time?
but by 2 months, I was like, oh god, this guy's a psychopath. But
you stayed?
It was just really hard. It was just easy to stay in it, then break up.
So you were fully blinded by you saw and you just chose to ignore it.
No. Like I was aware. It was just really hard.
I think the hope that it might end, and the fact that ending it would be so difficult and so emotionally straining, it's just easier to deal with it, bear with it, because you're already in it.
2 months, though, bro.
2 months.
8 weeks.
You can cut that off. Like,
I'm telling you.
No, like
you get locked in deep.
Psychopath.
So basically,
you want to give examples of what signs that were there that you that you could have ducked out as soon as possible.
Very paranoid, very controlling. Like I would be in college and he'd be like, "Where are you?" Like texting me constantly. Who are you talking to? Like, I'd get home from college, he'd be outside my house waiting for me to make sure I was there, kind of thing. Just very
is that controlling or protective?
Controlling.
No, I'm admiring this. I gotta admire this.
You want to get specific, yeah.
I gotta admire this. So
where did you go wrong?
You think it's controlling, yeah? So
I don't mind protectiveness, but it's just like smothering, like just give me my own space.
Do you have a lot of male friends? Just a quick question.
Yeah, I would say so. I didn't when I was younger.
Oh, when you were in uni, you didn't? At that time?
No.
Okay. So I'm just trying to find out why would he...
Wait, how old were going to confirm, how old were you when you
I was
first
17 and he was 23.
Oh, okay.
See the age, yeah. So
he was shook.
naivety probably played
He
into
was scared.
He was very scared.
He was like, yeah, 100%.
He was a grown man and I was a child, basically.
He was there like, oh no. Jesus.
So would you say, yeah?
It's quite odd.
Would you say that the controllingness was there from the beginning, or did it slowly kind of unravel?
Oh, wait, Cubby, you there?
No.
Sorry, I didn't.
Oh, did you get the question? Oh, give it else the question.
Yeah, do you think the controllingness was there from the beginning, or did he slowly start to become more and more controlling over time?
I think it was a gradual thing, yeah, because at first everyone presents the best version of themselves, don't they? Otherwise, why would you get into a relationship with someone if you saw the red flags straight away?
True,
it was sort of like
true.
Once he locked me down, then he revealed his true colors.
So did he do anything apart from controlling?
Say again, sorry?
Or did he do anything worse than being controlling?
Yeah, like there was physical aggression involved.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's a violation.
Cut it.
Yeah. You gotta cut it at that point.
You gotta cut it. So it took you about a year?
Yeah.
A year and a bit, was it, to cut him off?
Yeah.
And how long into the relationship did the physicalness start?
After 2 months.
So just in 2 months the physical started?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Yeah, that was, and to be honest, you were young, so you obviously,
it was my first relationship, so I didn't have a clue.
You've learned from
there
it.
we go.
Hey.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good though. So
do you think you've learned from it? Sorry, Given. You think you've learned from this, and you would know what to not,
exactly.
commit to when you see another guy?
Yeah.
You'd see the signs,
right?
Paranoia.
Yeah. But the less than 2 months in, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first.
So, quick question. So, let's say future sight here. You meet a guy. Okay, he's the perfect guy. He's not, he's not crazy, psychopathic. He's on point. He's got a good career. He's very good to you. But currently, you have a lot of male friends, yeah?
Online.
Online. Okay, so he then tells you to cut all those off.
Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine?
Yeah, I'd delete photo in a heartbeat. Yeah,
that's perfect.
You had a problem with that? No.
Agreeable. Anyway,
I like this.
We have a winner.
I'm like,
of course.
I'm like, are you sure you don't want to put your info in the
you are winning.
in the chat real quick?
I'm sure. I'm not interested.
Oh Lord.
Man, so you're single right now?
No.
Oh, okay. So you're seeing someone.
Ah, that makes sense now. Okay.
And how's that going?
Yes. Yeah. Actually, sorry, the signal keeps going. He slid into my DMs on Twitter a few weeks ago, actually.
Oh wow! It's still fresh.
She's running the service, of course.
The essential service. It makes sense.
So is it? Are you guys are you officially boyfriend and girlfriend, or is it just? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, are you guys officially boyfriend and girlfriend?
Hello? She did say the signal was a bit bad.
Yeah, it was a bit.
Yeah, it is a bit weak. Yeah, I was going to cover as well. How when you.
Oh, there you go.
She's back on.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was also going to cover how.
You know Alicia?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we know
Go
Alicia.
On. What about Alicia?
The signal.
I feel like it's me as well.
Yo, I'm in suspense. You know Alicia? Yes, I do. Now what do we need to know?
Yeah.
Hello? What do we need to know about
Can you
Alicia?
hear me?
Yeah, before she comes back on again. Yeah. I'll post the link on her chat the chat so she can join as well. Maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
We can.
No. It's weird.
Off,
it's intermittent. We can hear you, but it's cutting in and out. So when you say, "Can you hear me?" I mean, that's the only bit we hear.
Like, you.
Okay, sorry.
Good.
No, that's okay. Don't need to apologize. Oh, give.
Yeah. What did you say about Alicia?
Downstairs, so the signal might be better. So initially, I put that tweet up about Alicia, saying like if anyone's interested and listing all the things about her, just like send me over a CV, like as a joke.
Yeah.
To my
I saw
DMs,
that. I remember that.
propositioning Alicia.
Oh
Yeah. She had a picture of her,
Yeah,
and it's
and
like
then,
a list. What was it, like a abilities or something, like skills?
Abilities,
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So you like a date, like a matchmaker?
Like it started off as a joke, but I've been pretty successful so far.
Amateur matchmaker. Yeah.
Okay.
You love to see.
Business. She doesn't. She's
Yeah,
not
you could
careful.
actually. Yeah, you could. Next Kevin Samuels. Let's say the next Curbs
The next Kirby.
Have you heard of Kevin Samuels?
No, I haven't.
Oh,
okay.
You would love him.
We'll probably have to introduce that. Yeah. So
Yeah,
when it comes to what you're doing as a matchmaker, how many matches have you made so far? How many marriages?
How many? No, I want to know divorces.
Not yet. So it's only been a recent thing, like the past couple of weeks. But one of my best friends that I've known for 10 years, actually have set her up with one of my boyfriend's friends, and they're in a relationship now.
Oh wow!
Damn.
Oh, that's that connection between the two.
So this guy is your boyfriend now, yeah?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so that's just in a couple of weeks. Yeah, your boyfriend girlfriend.
Yeah. He moved fast, I think.
He moved fast. He was like, "Why are you moving fast?" And you were just like, "Hey,
why are you coming fast?
Why are you coming fast?"
Yeah.
I think he was just keen to lock me down.
Wow.
So you offer that much value, yeah?
So what do you bring to the table?
That's the question.
He sees something in me.
I'm gonna be like,
what is it?
Put him on
I'm
line.
not going to blow my own trumpet.
Well, no, that's the question though.
Yeah,
What do you bring that is so valuable? Because I want to know. I'm very interested.
I think that women with my views are in short supply now.
Very traditional views, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. So
I think that's what he was looking for. Well, I know that's what he was looking for. So yeah.
So you were like, she was like supply and demand. I'm using abuse.
That's not really. It's kind of an L for me, isn't it? It's not really.
Yeah, for you, it's a no.
No, she's the prize. She's the prize.
But you're the prize.
Demand.
Yeah. You're limited demand, so yeah.
So
it's
she
a high
is
price.
the commodity. Yeah. So he was like, you know what? Let me lock this down before the value just goes crazy.
Traditional woman.
Exactly.
Right.
Hey,
Lock it down. Trust me.
Get it over with.
And you if he has the same sensibilities as you found the right person, because what you don't want is to get with a either a modern man or one of them.
Exactly.
And then they want a 50-50 everything, and they want to get you.
Split.
Doesn't want a whipped guy.
She doesn't want a whipped guy. That's the point.
All that stuff.
You don't want a man to cater to your needs. You don't want a man to please you at every whim. Is that what you're saying?
I don't want someone that I can walk all over. No.
So do you want an alpha?
An alpha for sure.
Are you sure?
Okay.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Are you sure? But do you know what comes with having a real alpha?
Enlighten me.
So an alpha guy, yeah. Let's just look at alphas in general in just biology in different species, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Alphas don't tend to be like monogamous sexually.
Yes.
So you're cool with that, yeah?
First question.
So alphas, let's look at lions and gorillas, yeah? Just 2 seconds, because primates are close to us, and then lions, slightly different, but still, mammals. Yeah. So in these animals, the alpha tends to, take as much as he can, but he may be inclined to favor one person over the rest. But he will still, have intercourse with others, but he will favor one over the others. Are you okay with that kind of scenario where you are the main, but he may dip out every so often?
I don't think you can compare humans to animals in that sense.
But we are animals, though.
Yeah, but we are like a lot. We're sentient.
The only difference between us and animals, biologically speaking, is that we have foresight. We can actually plan what we can do the next day. A lot of animals live in the present.
Our survival as a species depends on our ability to form long-term relationships. That's why we are so successful as a species.
Yes. Oh, definitely, yes. But look how far we've come alphas, real alphas, being able to procreate with a multitude of people.
Of course, that's what they're incentivized to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
so if you want are you willing to actually get a real alpha, or do you want one of these faux alphas, like like fake leather? That's the real question.
I want
to even clarify,
a dominant man who appreciates monogamy.
Okay.
For alpha.
Okay.
For
So
alpha.
when it comes to the guy you're dating now,
Yeah.
does he tick every box when it comes to the alpha attributes, and then maybe define what alpha means to you?
Yeah.
We want
to. What does alpha mean to me? Somebody who's assertive, confident, ambitious,
right,
has like a desire to provide and protect.
Okay. Provide 100% everything, security.
No, I'm happy to chip in. But like when it
leads the relationship.
50-50 would be fine in this day and age, because I understand how difficult it is to survive off one wage, but like when it comes to a family, like I'm looking for someone that would be able to support us for the first 4 years of my child's life.
Okay.
Until they're of like school age, when I can maybe get a part-time job during the day. Like that's the kind of guy that I'm looking for.
But if we talk about like a provider, a beta male provider could actually do exactly the same thing.
100.
Yeah, but I'm not attracted to those sort of traits.
So I'll do anything for you type of traits.
Yeah, nah.
Yeah, I'll be there waiting on you hand and foot.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fair enough. But then again, like actually, I don't know if
sorry, before you
go on.
Sorry, yeah, before you answer, Moose, could you bring back what the other one person said? It was a question, so we can answer it. Like, how does she feel about insecure guys who
complain?
What complain about other men? All right, serious question. All right,
go ahead.
Can you answer that?
How does she feel about insecure guys who complain about other men? But I think I'm quite an understanding person. Like I get a lot of men in my DMs. Not saying that in a big-headed way, but just because Twitter is like a male domain, and I'm completely honest with my boyfriend, and he does. He trusts me 100%. Like I'm just not interested.
Good.
Okay. Was that?
So then, I think the question
was the answer to.
I think so. Well, he kind of defined it like is a man insecure for complaining about other men in your life? Maybe I'm not sure. Is he insecure for bringing that up?
I don't. Yeah.
I don't. If you reword the question again.
Yeah. Yo, Clever Chief, if you could reword the question, that'll be all right.
Yeah.
Because I was saying
autocorrect as well.
No, it's a leading question because you've already said the guy's insecure.
Yeah.
You've already said the guy's insecure. Yeah.
Read before you click send.
Yeah. Maybe he's dyslexic. Let's give him that.
Wow.
Yeah. Was there another question? Oi.
Yeah, you never know, man. You can't assume here. But yeah,
I think insecurity is natural.
Insecurity is natural.
Yeah, I think everyone feels insecure. There's nobody who's like 100%, and if they do, they're in denial. But it's just
we had the opposite.
What's the difference between
people say men are insecure?
Okay, go on, tell me.
When women would say men are insecure for acting too territorial, like, why do you have all these guy friends?
I don't think that's insecurity. I don't know. I think it's natural for a man to be territorial.
Right.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
That's fair.
It shouldn't be considered wrong. It's almost like a good expression, I guess.
Yeah.
That means he cares, I guess.
Yeah, it's normal to feel jealous if we would in the animal kingdom.
Right. You can't let another lion in the pride.
Exactly. If you've got 5 other lions sniffing around your lioness, you're not going to be happy.
And you're not going to do nothing about it either.
Exactly. You're not just going to sit there and go, yeah, go ahead, sure.
No.
So I think the difference is the definition of insecure is uncertain or anxious about oneself. So if someone is saying like, I don't want you hanging around these guys, they're not insecure. They just don't trust the other guys because they know how guys think.
Yeah, there's a difference between like reassure me and I want you to set this boundary because it's disrespectful. There's a difference in how you can put those points across.
I was going to say also, it determines how you phrase the question. Because
for sure.
People will tell you, when people speak, they kind of tell you their insecurities as well. They just kind of communicate them naturally. And if they ask for reassurance, it's up to yourself whether you want to be like, okay, I see you're insecure about X, Y, Z. I'm going to comfort you. Or you're going to tell them, yo, what are you doing? Step up. Kind of thing. Yeah.
See, I think this is the difference. An insecure guy would be thinking, "Oh my God, she's gonna leave me if she talks to all these other guys." But it's like he's gonna worry about himself performing, whereas a secure guy would know that he would perform, but he would know that on the odds of probability, the more often you're thrown to other men, the higher likely chance that eventually you might, trip and fall on a penis.
So are you saying that it's something that you have to reduce the opportunities at hand? That's what you're saying.
There you go. You have to reduce opportunities because a lot of women tend to, as we know, they go off emotion. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's say you have a bad day with your boyfriend, husband, whatever, and you end up in a club, and the bartender's making you feel all kinds of good. You're drinking a little. You look around, your friends are egging you on. Oh, come on, your husband's a piece of shit anyway. You're like, So you end up kissing him maybe, and then you're like, I kissed him. I already cheated. I might as well go to 400. I went 20. I might as well go 100. And that's what people do. They go the whole 100 and they think,
people
what?
do. And
if kissing is cheating, then I might as well have sex. And then that's where they ended. And it's crazy.
If I was married, when I was at uni, I went clubbing twice in the whole 3 years I was there. I'm not a clubber. And if I was married, I certainly wouldn't.
You are a keeper?
I'm like, yo, you wouldn't have a problem.
Actually, a keeper. That's
chances.
I would.
What are you doing in a club if you're married? Sort your marriage out. Go home.
Networking.
Right.
Why do you need to network?
I'm forming meaningful relationships.
So are you saying that women shouldn't have girls' nights out then? You go out with
my friends don't
mates.
drink. We're not big clubbers.
What about bars? You guys like bars? Like clubbing is loud, but bars are pretty social and quiet.
No.
Still not your scene.
So might as well chill at home or go to a nice restaurant.
Yeah,
exactly.
The library is calm.
What do I need to go for a club for? I'm not.
That's true.
I'm not looking for that.
That's very true. That is very true.
Understandable. You could go daytime.
Yeah.
Daytime clubbing?
Not clubbing, bro. I'm just saying daytime, like bar, like lounge.
Like brunch.
Lounge area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a lounge area or something. But with your significant other. Or
so what would you do though, Curbs, if the guy did cheat on you? He was perfect in every single way, but he did accidentally vault up once, and he said he pulled you over to the side and said immediately as it happened, he comes home and he says, "Hey babe, messed up, had sex with some girl, don't know her name, I didn't mean anything. I'm all for you." What do you say?
Well, this is funny actually because as I mentioned earlier, my ex-boyfriend had a child with his ex-girlfriend, and they ended up sleeping together when our relationship went through like a bit of a rough patch.
Oh, yeah, no, that's weird though.
Yeah,
that's weird.
This was the other ex,
because that's someone he already knows, so that's a bit emotionally treacherous.
Yeah.
What if it's a stranger, like some random person?
Betrayal.
Yeah, that is a double betrayal.
I'd like to think that I know enough about relationships and would pick a partner who was willing to put the work in to make sure that it didn't ever get to that stage where they were looking for someone else.
Because human nature, you can't really predict these things. Because one day he's perfect, the next day he's someone else.
If it happened, I would walk away now. I think, knowing what I know.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I understand, like, we're human beings. We just do things impulsively. But I just know that it wouldn't work because after he cheated on me, a few weeks later, he came crawling back. He was like, I made a mistake. I don't want to be with her. I want to be with you. And then we got back together for a little bit, and it just didn't work because I just didn't trust him.
Okay. So you wouldn't trust a guy, even though he was perfect in every right. And the first time it happens, the first night, the first minute he leaves the place, he comes straight to you. He tells you what happened. He's like, "Hey, this happened. It didn't mean." He's not. No. He's not even. He's not even begging. I'm gonna be honest. He's not even begging. He's saying it frankly, like, this happened. It doesn't matter. I don't care about this person. It was just sex. It doesn't mean anything to me. Would you take him back? So that's a no.
Yeah, that's a no now.
That's a no.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
What about if you're married with kids, maybe like 6 years in, would you consider staying around, or you just like lock it off, divorce?
I don't. It depends. It depends how good of a father he was.
Amazing.
Okay. So he provide. What if he made sure? What if he made sure all bills? Look, all bills paid. The kids are in school. He's paid
private
tuition.
Private school. Let's give it that.
Private school. Food, always food on the table. You're taking
give him all the edges.
You're taking like 4 to 5 trips a year. All the trimmings, basically. All the trimmings. All the fixings. Average. You average dude, bro. Average dude can do this.
That's above average.
That's above
biologically.
Okay, fine. 65%.
Men are incentivized to sleep around.
So then, you were saying, would you stick around with your man that had all of that?
It's a tough one when children are involved, because I know that like the outcomes for children from a 2-parent home versus single-parent home. Are, like,
so you would.
So you wait.
I would consider staying around for the sake of the kids, but what the state of the relationship, I can't speak to. But
so you would feel like there's no love if he has sex with someone else?
I think men are capable of having sex with someone and not emotionally investing, for sure.
Hey,
like you can love a woman and have sex with a stranger and feel nothing, and it's just purely.
So what would that mean?
Knowing that.
Yeah, knowing that, what would that
emotion? There's no desire there to form a relationship with the other woman. It's just purely.
So knowing that, why would that deter you?
It's nothing to them. It's just like having a conversation.
So if you know that, like you know this information, you're holding the gem in your hand.
Then so why would you then break the relationship?
It would always be in the back of my head.
But then that's an alpha guy, though, because he has options. And if he's an alpha guy, as you say, then he is wanted by multiple women. You see what I'm saying? Alpha guys are wanted by multiple women. They're being chased often. So if they have these characteristics that are desired by other women, and he just has sex, nothing crazy, he comes back to you. You get
me like, is this going to happen again?
But then you just provide more value.
Is there more to it? Am I just being naive? Like, I would.
What if he's honest with you? He lets you. He just says, "Hey, babe, this is the deal." He lets you know up front. He's very forthright. He doesn't hide anything from you.
Yeah.
So you then accept it. You'd be like, okay, cool, it's whatever.
But what if you don't find out?
Exactly.
It's something he did.
But then it doesn't matter.
On a business trip, right? That's what I'm saying. It's that a lot of these relationships where the guy is providing everything, like, we're gonna ask each other one by one, like, what would you do in that situation? Would you cheat? But anyway, beyond that, like, you're providing everything. He's
Lord.
Security, everything. But then
you can see man stressed.
Yeah, I did.
I have a girlfriend. What are you talking about?
Hey, this is what he's trying. This guy.
I'm not trying to get you infringed. Don't worry about it. The point is that what if you don't find out? What if, like, you're not even looking for any signs that he's stepped out, and that, hey, as long as he's doing his thing and he's not bringing any diseases or an accident baby, that you don't want to hear about it. You just want to get on
public,
with life.
Embarrassing you in public as well.
Yeah, you never find out about anything. Yeah.
would you consider that sort of scenario without even knowing?
What do you mean?
Like, okay,
how would I know anything was wrong if I didn't know?
Right. But then the idea is that if that's the case, would that be a perfect solution? Would you rather know everything, or would you
or not know? Or not know?
It? Yeah, or not know.
Well, there's obviously problems in the relationship for them to do that in the first place. So
no, there's not though.
That was the point he was making. That it could just be a slip up. Like, oops, there was no emotions invested in it.
He was just feeling, guys. Okay, let me just. I think you know about this, Scrubs, but us guys, there's this thing we call post-nut clarity.
Yes.
And there is situations where we are so pent up. We are so pent up, and we see a girl. She may be like, we're gonna use numbers because why not? No, she's 6. A 2. She's a 2. She's a 3, and we're like, oh my god, she could get it. She could get it. She could get it. But once we choke the chicken and release that steam, we realize, what were we thinking? No, hell no, that's crazy. Why would we do that?
Mm-hmm.
So if you know that men have, but if you know that men have this capability, where once they bust a nut, they're like, oh, that was whoa, why did I do that? Anyway, fuck it, go back to my wife. Who cares? Why would you then leave the guy? Because he doesn't. It's not like he doesn't love you any less. He was just, relieving stress.
I hear what you're saying, but why is he not doing that with me?
But let me be honest with you. Us guys, no. The levels of let me be honest with you, yeah. Let's say sometimes when I go in, yeah. Let's say I hit it once. The next day she's like, I'm sore, I can't. So then you're like, okay. If you're in a situation where you can't keep up with the guy, what would you do? Would you then allow him to do it?
No.
Wow.
What should he do?
So look, basically, the sexual prowess for men is like usually in comparison to women, we have a higher sex drive, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's not possible for one woman to satisfy the sex drive. So you basically, So if you want to go at it every day, which is basically what you want to do, but you can't do it because your partner, out of respect for your partner, is not doing it, would you allow your partner to have an outlet where they could go?
No.
But bear in mind, they are taking care of everything else, and they're still giving it to you as well.
Why not?
They're still giving it to you.
If you understand it's within their nature, why not?
Because that's like my duty as a wife is to satisfy you.
Yeah, but if you, that's what I'm saying.
Let's say you're in labor.
But to satisfy him is to allow him to do what he needs to do as a man, Would that not make him more satisfied if you could just, one day, if he needs to just have sex here, come back home, and he's a happy man, he comes back happier?
This guy is just thinking.
No, I'm being honest, but since from the dawn of time, men would go to the brothel, do their thing, come back home, chill with the wife. Everything's happy. Everyone's cool. Obviously, sometimes the wives would know, and they'll be like, it is what it is. He's not really staying with those girls.
What's the point in being married then?
To progress, this is what I'm saying. Marriage to me does not make sense. It's to help all the.
Let's hear your view, given, because I'm also trying to figure out
where you standing.
Do you believe in monogamy? Do you believe in a loyal man to his woman?
This is the thing. Again, like Marion says, a man is only as loyal as his options. I agree on terms to a relationship as I get into it, and those terms I agree to, I adhere by. If I feel like I need to change the terms moving forward, I will make that known. And if the person doesn't want to change those terms, that's goodbye. You see what I'm saying?
But we're talking about, let's say you're married.
I wouldn't get married because I know people in this day and age, they don't have the tenacity to stay in a marriage. For better or for worse does not exist in marriages today.
Okay.
There is no such thing as for better or for worse. So why am I saying all these vows for someone who's gonna leave me, for when it's for worse? What's the point? As soon as at the sign
I agree with that.
Let's say we're in a 5-year spell of tribulation and struggles, you will leave me. So what's the point? What's the point of me trying to lock you down and invest and get the government involved?
This is what I was saying about dating app culture. It just incentivizes It's the minute there's a problem, it's just, well, the grass is greener elsewhere. Why do I need to put the effort in to fix this when I've got a million other options?
That's what people don't understand, but you need to pick your struggle. And this is why I say,
exactly.
Men and women love differently.
I am married to you forever. You're not going anywhere.
Bruh.
But this is what I'm saying. Men and women love differently. So a man's love, for example, would be willing, like him providing, provisioning for the family, and willing to die for you if it comes to that.
Yes.
There are women we've all had sex with, me, Miss Temi, who if they got hit by a bus tomorrow, will be like, oh snap, she died? Oh, that's crazy. No, for real. We wouldn't shed a tear. There are also women who let's say we've had sex with, and let's say they're getting jumped and we might be there, we might be like, and the guys are looking pretty hench, we might be like, you know what? I don't love you like that, so I'm gonna leave that one. Because I'm not trying to die too. You see what I'm saying? For people,
are you speaking for all of us here? Because like I was about to
that's what I'm trying to say.
So wait, so let me say.
I don't agree.
You would fight for someone. You would fight on someone's behalf who you don't care about, who you don't love. Potentially die for someone you don't love.
But wait, so who is this person?
About being in a monogamous relationship with one person. Right? That's the person I would commit to.
That's what I'm saying. I would die for the person I love, but I would not die for the person I just have sex with. That's the difference.
Oh, yeah, I get it. For sure. We get
that. That guys think differently about having sexual partners. But I'm saying that, do you think that as a guy yourself, are you prone to cheating, or you know that you can control yourself and stick with one woman in your relationship?
I can control myself.
But he shouldn't have to. But he's saying he shouldn't have to.
No. Because I know I can. What do you call it? I know the terms. I'm too busy to even be doing all that nonsense. I've got too much on my plate to be doing that. First of all,
can I ask you a question?
Go on.
Do you think it's capable for a woman to have sex and not form an emotional attachment?
If she can, there's a problem. And most likely she can. If she can, there's some either emotional scar or psychological problem, but she can't do that long term.
So you wouldn't be happy if you couldn't fulfill your wife's needs and she needed to go out and
we're not together.
There's a dildo.
We're not together. You see, this is
sex toys.
This is
even dildo for me.
If I can't fulfill my wife's needs, we're not together. We're not together. It's not happening. There's no point. Because she'll be looking.
So you're saying that there's a double standard then?
There is a double standard, but that's life. I have a penis.
Okay.
A woman doesn't. That's double standard.
Now let's talk in individual sense, right? You personally, in a committed relationship, you are willing to be monogamous and not even look another woman's way.
The terms I agree to, listen to this, the terms I agree to in the relationship, if I go into a relationship, and I say, hey, babe, we're going to be monogamous, I will be monogamous until I say otherwise. You see what I'm saying?
You want your cake and to eat it.
No, this is not having my cake.
You trap her in.
No. It's not trapping anyone. It's not trapping anyone. Because let's say I just want to,
Why is she going to invest time in you if she's under the impression that it's going to be monogamous forever?
No, I don't. Who says forever? I never say forever. I would never say forever.
That's saying, what women think so.
But I'm letting her know. This is what I'm saying. I would let her know. Hey, babe, we're going to relationship monogamous. But if I want to change this situation in any way, shape, or form, I will let you know. And if they agree to proceed, they agree to proceed. If they say I don't know about this, I'm leaving.
So it's selective polygamy then.
Call it what you will.
Hey, that's what you want to call it?
It's selective polygamy with a time frame. You're saying that there could be a period in your life where you just switch it up. Like, actually, I don't think this monogamy thing works for me.
No. Like any other person. Yeah. Let's say I'm with a girl.
Right.
And since I'm not getting married tonight, and I say, you know what, like this is like either emotionally straining or blah blah blah. I need to exercise myself elsewhere, but I still love you. I need to exercise myself elsewhere. We can still be together, but I need to, leave it. If we want to still hang out and be, together and whatnot, I need to also release my stress elsewhere.
Bust my nuts everywhere.
Bust my nuts everywhere. So I'll give people options. You know what I mean? I'm going to talk to you. I'm going to let you know. But I'll let you know up front and say, hey, we could either end this right now or we could do this. It's up to you. But this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that moment will come. But I'm saying,
no
what
pun
would you
intended.
expect her to do in that situation?
Whatever she wants to do. She's a strong, independent woman. She can do what she wants. Make her choice.
Would you want her to hang around and wait for you to have your fun and then rekindle?
She can do what she wants. If she,
okay. What would you want?
What would I want? If I love her, I would obviously love her to stay and let me exercise my options. If I'm providing, but at the end of the day, I'm not stupid. If she wants to leave, that's fair enough. You can go, do your thing.
Let's hold it. So let's say you're saying you don't value marriage, but if you're in that marriage, right, with that woman, and you say, hey, the terms of our conditions have changed, and there are kids involved.
Oh, okay.
But she says she doesn't want you to do that, and she leaves.
Okay, hold on.
Because that's where we add on to sort of traditional roles. Right.
So
let's bring that all together.
I thought I was not married in this situation. I'm just not married.
No, this guy switch it all up.
No. If I'm married, if I decide to marry a woman, if I decide to marry a woman, I am monogamous. Period. If I decide to marry someone and commit to them, I am monogamous because obviously of my faith. I am monogamous. That's a no go. That's a no bueno situation. Okay. But at the same time, if she does anything suspicious, I will not break that. If she has sex with another guy, I will not break that off. And if I do something crazy, I will hope she wouldn't break that off. You see what I'm saying? Because for me, marriage is more than just us two. It's for the kids. For us, it's to raise these kids to a point where they can, be functioning members of society and be productive members. You know what I mean? That's the point of marriage. It's not just for me and you and for, to be happy.
Yeah,
no.
For the family,
it's to raise these kids to be the best possible people they can be. Mm-hmm. And once they're 18 and they're out the house or whatever time they're out the house, we can then leave and go our separate ways and do our thing. If that's what needs to happen. But before that point, responsibility and duty comes before our love.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So I will stick it through monogamously. Again, if she makes mistakes, I make mistakes. I will say, okay, if she really wants to do some other shit on the side and she doesn't want to have sex with me, then we can talk about that. You know what I mean? But
you two can do your thing together, swing.
That's what I was gonna say. There's websites for this, bro. There's websites for this.
They exist.
Yo,
if you want to satisfy needs,
no.
Where do I put my application in?
I'm not that guy who wants to be there watching
the application.
That's not me. That's not my way. Hey, allow all that business there. You go do your thing. We come back in the house. We keep a nice family home. You know what I mean? You have Tuesday and Saturday. Go do your thing. Do your thing. I have Tuesday, Saturday. We go do our thing.
What happens when you catch her on a Wednesday?
Huh? You broke the terms of that. I got on a Wednesday too, and we stay in the house. But this is why I say I can't get married, because women, I tell people if we get married, I even told my girlfriend, if we get married, if anything goes wrong, you if you want me to marry you, you can't leave, and I can't leave. I can't leave. If that's what you want, it's for better or for worse. That's the only way I'm getting married. And if you can't accept accept that, I'm not marrying you. We're just gonna, cohabitate until, if it works out. If we die, we die. If we don't, we don't.
I think the divorce rate is so high now because people just don't value marriage anymore. It's just a superficial thing. It should be a life agreement, for better, for worse, for richer, for poorer.
But let me ask you this.
There's no respect on this.
How many people who actually were married, who have actually been married for period 50 plus years have been through all that without cheating?
We won't know.
The probability of that, I'll tell you, is probably very low. I'll say maybe 5 to 10% have probably managed it without cheating in any sort of way.
You mean stepping out?
Yeah.
Because it could have been agreed. It could have been a time.
Some people can step out and never get caught, and that's fine. But I'm saying, for people to legitimately make it monogamously without cheating, the odds of that are pretty much, I would say, 10% of someone making it through a whole relationship, 50 year, however many years, without them stepping out. Man or woman. Especially in this day and age.
Oh, you're saying there is no hope?
I'm saying pick someone you can tolerate if shit goes bad sideways. No, that's the truth.
You know
you
what?
have to pick someone you can tolerate and ride it out with. make sure that the normal mode, or should I say the like central mode, is tolerable for you. You know what I mean? Like them being just a normal person is fine. Like, because a lot of people like to be spiteful for no reason. You know what I mean? If things go bad, they start poking you and prodding you. Oh, you ain't shit. You You did this. You did that. You don't need all that. You just need someone to be there and be like, okay, we're going through tough times. Fuck it. We know what we have to do. Raise the kids. You have to go to work. I have to do this. Let's get it done. And when he gets back together and becomes sweet, then it becomes sweet. If not, we ride it out until we die.
Fair enough.
People don't want to do that. People don't want to do that. They don't want to do that. They don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Like my grandmother complains of my grandpa all the time, but she's not going anywhere. That's what I'm talking about. Even my granddad complains of my grandma, but he's not going anywhere. He's staying because they understand.
You see in other cultures, in Asia, in any third world country, where families are still together. There might have been people stepping out, but it just seems weird to divorce. Like even when people divorce, it's taboo. Like you don't talk about that in those
in Ireland,
societies.
it's pretty much the same. They're still very much a strong religious,
very traditional. Yeah.
But do you think it's because of, again, the divorce is due to, well, if you divorce, it's like a failure on the family's part, like the whole, you bring shame to the family, you know what I mean?
It's normalized here though.
Yeah, because they've removed it from the family kind of thing. Do you know what I mean? Like there's no respect. Like marriage is not really how do you say? It's not really respected. It doesn't have clout. There's no weight anymore. It's like it's just a thing. It's a piece of paper. You can get married in like the council or somewhere. You can get a piece of paper signed. Bam, you're married. It's like a big ceremony, union of two families. There are a lot of hard work, and it wasn't just you two getting married. It's two families bonding. You know what I mean? Like after a serious vetting process going on as well in the background. Like your dad's doing background checks on X and Y, etc. Yeah, what's up?
Yeah. So when it comes to you, Gibbon's given his say on monogamy.
Marriage.
Monogamy. Yeah. What's your terms and conditions?
Well, for me, this is the thing. I feel like I'm about the cohabitation lifestyle. Like I don't really. Again, marriage for me is not really on the table right now. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like I'm not really.
No, it doesn't have to be now. But do you see it in the future?
Maybe for the benefits, if there are any for myself. Like
wow, the tune has changed because we've had debates on marriage. Yeah, we've had debates on marriage before, and I've said, hey, we can respect people who don't want marriage, and the consensus between you two were like, oh, they're lazy, and now it's like, okay, do you acknowledge attributes beyond marriage?
But they are lazy. That's what I'm saying. No. I want marriage, but with the right person.
But yeah, for me, it's a case of
everyone.
Everyone. Yeah. For me, it's like it's a case of I would use marriage for like when you pass and you want to pass on whatever to your partner or your not legacy, nothing like that.
Okay.
But like for example,
you can do a contract for that.
It's very tough. Yeah, it's very hard for you to. It's very hard for. Let's say you need an emergency contact, and it's not going to be your siblings. It's going to be your next. It's going to be your
wife,
significant other. And it's very hard for them to gain anything, or even passing on a house or whatever it might be if you leave them behind. It's very tough to do without the marriage.
No, I have a friend who's done that. I have a friend who's done that.
But you also get tax benefits.
Yeah, you get the tax benefits. But I have a friend. She literally been cohabiting with her boyfriend, and they have a house together. And they literally signed a contract saying, if I die, this house goes to me, or if this house goes to you, if you die, it goes to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just sign a contract.
Plan on a legal marriage?
No, they just cohabitate.
Again, for me, it's very. Oh, he just dipped. See, he made his point and dipped. That's what he did. But for me, it's very like last resort at the moment. It's like I think I'd have to think real long and hard. My initial.
I get that perception though. Like, what is in a marriage for a guy now?
Yeah, like it's very like what you get married, get divorced. I lose half my shit. Why?
Yeah, if you're not gonna have kids, there's no point.
Yeah, I want children too. I want children.
The main purpose of a marriage is to protect the family as a unit, to make it less easy to walk away.
Oh, so you're trying to tie the other person down? Because I was going to say you don't need the marriage to establish that.
Well,
if that makes sense. Like I mean I can have kids with you.
And it is pointless now because it is so easy to just divorce.
Yeah.
And disappear into the ether like he never existed.
And the thing is, you now have to pay to actually get divorced.
Yeah,
So
and
what's the
also
point?
you've got
The
1,000
lawyers
other options that you can look
involved.
at. You
Yeah,
don't have
true.
to actually put any
Very
work
true.
in to find
Very
someone
true.
else.
Because I can get you a ring, and then I can put that on your finger if you want something to signify a marriage, right?
And we can have a celebration.
What is it? What is it? I can do the celebration. I can do the ring.
It's
I
the
can do all of it.
financial security of, well, it doesn't really apply nowadays because it is so easy to walk away. But in the past, it was like a lot more difficult.
Yeah.
It was just a protection for the woman, basically. If she was
go.
left on her own with kids, like how is she going to afford to raise them kids single-handedly?
That's the only reason why I would get married, by the way, just to make sure that the other half is
okay.
taken
So
care of.
you're saying there are conditions to a committed relationship with legal papers.
I'll put them in my will. There's no need for that. I'll put them in my will.
Well, what's this avoidance? Like, it's like, okay, we get the pros and cons to marriage, right? We get that there's just the negative, a lot more negative for a man to sort of sign his soul away. But are we saying that there's no chance for us out here? And
no, I did say, bro. I said I'll get married.
Yeah,
I said I'll get married.
Yeah,
it's just really last resort for me. In the sense,
it just sounds more discouraging than anything.
No, I'm like, if you want to get married and you've done your research, you've looked it up, you've weighed up the pros and the cons, go for it.
So it sounds like, I have to get married. Like it's always like last resort, basically. Yeah. So
last resort. It's a last resort because at the
Okay.
moment, it's not looking favorable for us. If the laws change, then I'll be like, okay, cool, then let's do it.
I'm just gonna do it to take it off my bucket list. You know what I mean? Check that one off.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
it's weird. I'm not about
the right person, right?
I'm not about
How do you make sure that this person ain't gonna snake you halfway through the honeymoon period? Okay,
bro.
Are we all aware of the attributes? Okay, let's start with curbs.
Yeah.
Are you sure of? What's the guarantee that the person you say yes to is the one for you? Do you know what to do to vet? that he's going to be loyal to you, he's going to cover all the bases.
If we have the same values, like a strong value system is important to me.
Okay.
It's tough.
The same goals, the same journey in life, like okay. So let's say you wanted to have 3 kids, but he wanted to have 5 kids. Can there be compromise, or is it like there's no way forward?
If he wants more or less children, I'm open to that.
Oh, okay. So you're saying you're cooperative then. You would kind of take his lead.
Yeah.
Okay. See, there's a gender role aspect to it.
I was gonna say, just add to that. Do you think there needs to be a leader in the household? Can you think it needs to be?
For sure.
Is it a democracy out here?
No. A
dictatorship.
No, I don't think it's a dictatorship. I think it's a case of you just the one pushing the decision at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Like you listen
the final
to what they have to say, but the final call on who says everything, it comes down to you.
Yeah.
So guys, when it comes to looking for that person, is that what you would want? A lady who would follow your lead?
Yes.
No, allow me to lead, man. Allow me to do my job.
To submit to you.
See, this is interesting about some ladies. A lot of ladies these days, yeah. They talk. They say they want something, but they actually don't want what they say they want.
Actions, bro.
They say they want 50-50, but they actually don't.
This is a phenomena that I've researched. Okay, so there is a lot of left-wing women who have quote Republican unquote fetishes. Because really, that they're told, I'm a strong, independent woman. I don't need a man, but they're biologically attracted to dominant males.
Look at the bedroom. What happens in the bedroom? As soon as you get one of these Republicans in there, slap me, do this, do that, do this, choke me out. But that's most women, though. Anyway, so they just kind of adhere to their natural feminine energy because they're like, I want to be dominated.
Do you know why as well? I think, do you know what it is as well? If so we know women as well are more. How do you say? They're more. They work well in communities / they're more like society driven. They want to fit in. right? So if you know the message going out is we are all, we're sticking together, we're strong, independent, we don't like, we don't like, let's say, I don't know, in our case, men. Exactly.
Give it the head.
We don't like men, the patriarchy, blah, blah, blah. Any woman that speaks out is ostracized, which goes against the instinctive role to fit in. So she will say all these things to fit in. She will do all these moves to fit in. But then behind closed doors, the dominant man, etc., that's who she's really going after.
This is what I say,
it's a problem.
No matter what she says, just assert dominance, and she will follow, because that's what happens naturally. The instincts will lead, and she will feel like, oh, he's taking charge, I like this. Oh, he's taking the lead, I like this. Oh, trust me, you don't know how. Even the strongest feminist woman, when you take charge, she'll be like, I like it when you take charge. Yeah, because trust me, like they don't want to do the work. Like when you tell someone to plan, no, it's too much.
There's something else to it though, because I'm convinced that they're conflicted. You would have people who are liberal in public and then very traditional at home. What did you say? I know some far leftist women wanted my right wing dick back in the day. Ha. Okay, yeah, exactly. Like they're more. I guess these type of women are more, I guess, submissive in a relationship. But then again, when you end up in a long-term relationship with a liberal woman, is that they're always conflicted. Like, wait a minute, I need to assert my 50-50 rule. I need to show that I can be independent while I have a man. So it's like that's what I was trying to bring up on relationships.
But it's not to the man.
But is it worth dating
the struggle
a super progressive liberal person who is always fighting internally on what she wants? She's fighting her nature.
I don't think that's who they are inside. They're trying to convince themselves. It's entirely performative.
Very true.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. It's not for the guy. It's for the outside world to.
Exactly.
But this is exactly the point I'm trying to make. I'm convinced there are still women out there who are still fighting their nature. That's what leads to divorce rates. That's what
just deluding themselves.
Leads to depression. It leads to depression. It leads to them having to get Medicaid. It leads to them, like, I think this is what usually happens. Yeah, what usually happens is they invest and submit to the wrong person. Then they get used and or abused, and then they realize, oh, after I need to be strong and independent. But the natural nature is telling them to be submissive, and they keep fighting that over and over again. That causes internal conflict in the head, and that messes them up. It comes out into symptoms of, either you're feeling, you start shivering, you get night sweats, all these type of things, you know what I mean? And then eventually you think, oh, I got problems.
Yeah, stress makes you ill. We know this. The science backs it too. Stress literally lowers your immune system. The more stressed you are, the more prone you are to getting ill.
Who are the most unhappy group of women in the Western world today?
Career, unmarried, women,
no children,
women over 40.
No children.
Yeah,
no children.
But then again, a lot of these women have been led astray. They've been, I guess, indoctrinated into believing that they had to fight for their independence, and then once they've reached 40, and they're like, okay, actually, I want to settle down. Where's my man on my level?
Too late.
It's too late. Level.
Yeah.
Mistake is on my level.
No, it's crazy, man. It's crazy.
It's all over.
Don't beg, don't cry is all I'm saying.
Like, people don't know how good it, like, imagine not having to struggle in the workforce.
I know.
And getting taken care of.
Someone sold them a lie.
What part of this sounds like?
I would love that.
How dare you?
Hey, the performances on us, bro.
What part of this is the raw deal? What part of this is, I can't believe you get to spend time with the kids and bond with the kids? Oh, horrible. Oh, how dare you?
I know.
Oh my God.
We're so deluded.
That's crazy. That's actually crazy. If you think about it, like me chilling at home with the kids, taking care of the kids, taking care of the home. That's like the worst job. Oh, I could never. Me doing that, I want to be in work, fighting people, being combative, because that's what I love to do. No,
bullshit.
Question. So wait, just to go further into that. So where do you think that idea was planted? Or when, should I say, do you think that idea was planted?
To get more women in the workforce, so businesses can make more money. The big people can make more money.
If you double the workforce, you double the economy.
Yeah, you get more profits.
So was there benefit into bringing women into those positions?
Into the workforce?
Well, the introduction of birth control allowed for that to happen.
There you go.
That was the point Curbs made earlier on. And so
that's good.
There are pros and cons to all these factors like birth control. I mean, some people might want to control how many kids they have within a family because they can't afford to have more than 2 or 3.
Yeah.
So that was essentially made for them, but I guess it's been taken to the point of like
abusive
casual dating. The dating dynamic has changed completely. I think we can never fix it. It's irreversible at this point, right? So what can we do?
What can we do?
We can't do anything, man.
I feel
the natural order of things will come back.
Restore. Wait, who is it was saying that we need war?
Wait, what?
Caleb.
It was Caleb.
No, what's the quote? No. This is the quote. This is the quote. This is. It was Joe Rogan. I think Joe Rogan had this quote on his show. I don't know who quoted this, but he said something about hard times make hard men. Hard men make easy times. Easy
that
times.
Was Jordan Peterson, I think.
Oh, that was Jordan Peterson.
B.
Yeah, he
Jordan
was.
B.
Yeah. And then easy times or
make
like
weak men.
Yeah,
make
weak men. And then weak men make hard times, which make hard men. Like so,
it's an endless cycle.
Eventually, we have all these weak beta male men now. All these women are complaining. Watch all these men who have to be alpha now start, being more alpha, and then eventually,
the cycle.
The cycle will continue.
Normal. Bro, it's the circle of life. That's as Mufasa would say. So,
Hakuna Matata, man. That's what I say.
But we were born in I feel like we were born in
within good times, huh?
We can pick. No. You can choose where you want to kind of fall.
We have it the easiest that humanity has ever had it. We don't know how lucky we are.
Yeah, you're unhappy.
Yeah.
But this is the thing.
I'll say specifically in the Western world.
This is the human condition.
Yes.
This is the human condition. We find ways to make problems. No matter how sweet. My girlfriend, she was telling me this. Yeah, she has a friend. Mm-hmm. She said, "Oh my God, if only I had a house that was my own, and I had a boyfriend, and I had a dog, life would be perfect." Mm-hmm. She got a house. She got a dog. Now she's complaining about, what can I paint the house? I don't know what paint to get. My boyfriend's not doing this, he's not doing that.
Consumerism. You're constantly striving to want more and more and more and more and more. You never.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
She said she wanted a man.
Huh?
Did she say she wanted a man?
Industrialized societies have higher quality of life. Like in every single study that's been done, you go to Africa where. Some countries, they don't have much materially, but their quality of life is that they're happier. They report that they're happier because they don't have as much.
Because they got nothing to struggle. They don't have the stress.
It's actually funny because living in Africa for 10 years in my childhood, and I came here, I am just as happy, if not I was happier back in Africa than I am here.
Because you got more stress here, bro.
Because like no for real, like in Africa,
we just make stresses in the West.
Yeah,
we stress over nothing.
Crazy.
It's mad. Literally, I always say
taxes, and bills.
Yeah.
Here, everyone's trying to strive to be the best of the best of the best. Back in Africa,
you're just trying to live.
I have like loads of people. Yeah, you're just trying to get the next day. You know what I mean? The next day, like, bro, if I have bread, I'm good. Like, we had bread today. We had bread. We had some water with sugar in it. What?
We made it.
Living life, bro. This is good. We go outside. We play barefooted. We make footballs out of plastic bags, and we're like, hey, this is life. This is good. But come here, oh man, it's crazy.
If you don't,
of course, even in the third world, like there's room for improvement. Oh,
definitely room for improvement.
Yeah,
but I feel like humans, there is no way for when people. This is my biggest pet peeve with people. Yeah, is people who say we need to get better as people. We need to get better as people. Look, no matter how good we get, there'll always be a problem. This is the number one thing I always say. Like, with free will comes all the problems of humanity. That's it. As soon as we all have free will, there will always be criminals, there will always be degenerates, there will always be people who want to get from the other person, there will always be people who want to be better than other people. That's just life.
That is life, and how do you
people need to accept
that?
it. You can't need to accept
it. We're gonna do what we want to do. Like if you rely upon the state to control behavior, you're still going to get corrupt individuals that are just going to, do that shit themselves.
It's crazy.
Look at Matt Hancock. Everybody got down.
The guy who I've arrived. I've arrived.
He was getting busy in that room, wasn't he?
My guy. Social distancing was not a thing at all.
His own rules as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, man.
Was exchanging fluids and everything.
No. He made those rules and regulations, not for him, for the rest of the people.
You know what? It's actually interesting, yeah, because I know you guys know Andrew Tate, yeah.
Oh yeah, I know Andrew Tate.
Yep.
Didn't he say rules are for poor people?
I've been watching all his videos, all his vlogs, bro. Rules are for poor people. The guy has so many passports. He's traveled the whole world during Corona. You private jet everywhere. You don't have to go through anything. You don't have to present passports anywhere. You can fly. You can do anything you want. If you're rich enough, money equals freedom. That's what people don't understand. Like money equals freedom, and poor people, for people who say, "Oh, you guys just want to chase money," no. I'm not chasing money for money. I'm chasing money for what it can afford me to do what I want to do, to live the life I want to live and make my own way. A lot of people are just fine living under people's rules, and hey, if that's you, hey, go for it.
Yeah, it is what it is. But hey, it's literally the most for most people. Again, it's something unattainable, or they see it as unattainable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big issue in itself. So either you get it or you don't. It's up to you.
But just think about it. Think about it. Yeah. If you really think about it, like someone who can't read and someone who can read, they look at you like, "Oh my God, you can read. That's crazy. I could never get there." But for you, it's like casual. No, for real. But for you, it's casual. That's how they see it. But for you, it's casual. So rich people, they like when you figure out how to make money and how to like rinse and repeat, it becomes like second nature.
Reading.
And then money is just insignificant. You know what I mean? So people look at you like, "Oh, you're so rich, da, da, da." But to you, it's just like, it's just like reading a book. It's just easy. Like this is what we do. This is what we've been doing. So once you achieve that level, but the grind is hard.
I don't think it's realistically achievable for everyone, though.
Because people don't want to put in the work. That's what I'm saying. It's not realistically achievable for everyone.
Like some of it is pure luck.
Some of it is pure luck, but hard work and dedication.
If you heard of the Pareto distribution,
no, go on.
It's like a natural law that governs anything that's creative, even money. So, like, there are people at the top of every creative thing on earth. Like, you walk into a shop and you'll see like CDs. You'll see the same 10 names in every single shop because there are always people at the top. And they're always a minority.
It's a monopoly, this world.
It's a natural thing. It's the same with stars in the sky. Like only a few stars in the sky emit the most light.
The brightest. Yeah. And that's what we want to delve into in another
person can be a millionaire.
Conversation.
It just would not happen.
No, but that's what I'm saying, because they don't have it in their nature. Like again, you can either learn and force yourself to be a certain way. You can change. You can try and fight your nature and try and make yourself a different way. But a lot of people, it's too much effort. It's actually literally too much effort. You either have to spend money.
People just want to live a normal life as well. Like
some people are content.
Yeah, remember,
what you consider success is different from someone else's success. Like some people just consider farming, as their optimum life, to aim for. Yeah, compared to a businessman who wants to dominate the scene. So again, like a class system, we have to acknowledge.
But that's the truth. That's the difference, because I think it depends on where you're born and the region you're born in. So for me, having if I lived in Africa, success for me would have been just having a normal house, having wife and kids, and living a good life. That's it, successful. But coming to the West and seeing the possibilities of what life could be if you will it and you really put in blood, sweat, and tears. Look, it's like this hard work. Work.
If you achieved what you wanted to achieve in the West and you achieved what you wanted to achieve in Africa, which situation would you be more happier in? Truly happier?
I would be happy in both situations.
You think?
I would be equally happy in both situations.
To get to that success.
But to get to this success would be sweeter. Like to get to the West success would be sweeter because of all the work you put in. You know what I mean?
So because the grind is harder. Because the grind is harder.
Yeah, it's sweeter.
Okay.
Like, when you pass that test, you think you failed. You know how good that feels? Whereas how when you
The relief,
a miracle.
The relief when you go on a test.
I'm not gonna get beat.
It's crazy when you actually like study for a test and you will go in there and it's a breeze. You come out, you're like, oh yeah, I answered a question. B. It was easy. Cool, whatever. You get the results, you look at them, yeah, well expected. Cool, whatever. It did what it did. When you're sweating, you're like in the exam, you made it the last minute, you finish the question, and then you think, I fucking flopped. Oh no. Results day comes, you see that A star there, you see 98%, you're like, oh, how?
And then you find out as the examiner who actually just said, "Fuck it,
Fucked up."
So no, but that's sometimes what happens too.
No, but that's life though. Life is working hard enough for you to see the opportunities that are in front of you. So when those opportunities come, you can use them to the best of your ability.
Yeah.
I also think that's a mindset that comes from a lot of first generation immigrants or.
Yeah, that's us.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
That's us.
Because,
Right. We ain't trying to fail.
Because you value like the opportunity. It's not. You recognize that's not the case everywhere.
Yeah.
Whereas we just see it as the norm. So why do we have to try?
Bruh.
It's crazy when you have things like benefits and stuff like that. Hey, I could just the government can give me money. Oh shit!
It's weird. It's the system. The system we're in is actually built to keep us comfortable, put us down, or not let us progress. You literally, to make it, you have to be like, nah, I'm not relying on these guys at all. I'm gonna go my own way. I'm gonna do everything. I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it. And literally, that is it. It's literally the case that I'm fighting for right now. Everything I do. It's that.
Honestly,
that's that. Yeah.
If you work hard enough, it's not about. If you do things correctly and you work hard enough, it's not about whether it will happen. It's about when it will happen.
Yeah.
Just the right opportunity will hit you at a certain time, and you utilize that opportunity to the best of your ability, and it will be fruitful. That's that. Yeah. I've seen this multiple times. Even in my brother's life, him doing his social media thing, I've seen him where he's, grinding. I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, bro, this is going to get you nowhere. Like 3-4 years in, he's still grinding. I'm like, okay, you got a few followers now. You got a few thousand followers now. But still, nothing's really happening for you right now. He's like, I'm just going to keep doing it, I will keep grinding at this one day, that unshakable one day, it will happen. And eventually, 5-6 years later, he's making money. He's going on free trips. The hotels are paying him to go to the hotel, to do all these things, experience amazing things for free.
Mm-hmm.
And back then, I was looking at him like, "Oh, you're crazy! Why are you doing this?"
Have you heard of Patricia Bright?
No.
Patricia Bright. Yeah.
Moose?
I've heard of this.
She's big on Instagram, but she was making YouTube videos for like 7 years before she ever got monetized.
I remember that.
Oh.
Yeah, and now she's a multi-millionaire.
You see?
Never give up.
Consistency. Yeah. That's consistency. Consistency and hard work always pays off. It's not about this. Is what I'm saying. This is again Andrew Tate. This is one of his best quotes. Yeah. If everybody works hard, we can all make a lot of money. But the difference is the people who have the talent for it will then shine at the very tip of the top. That's what separates the millionaires from the billionaires. You see what I'm saying? But if you work hard, you can be a millionaire. You can be a millionaire. It's achievable. But what separates the millionaires from the billionaires is that talent for either networking, money acquisition, or just knowing the insides of the business.
The Warren Buffetts, the Jeff Bezos.
That's what I'm saying. That's the difference. We can all be amazing fighters, but what tends to separate you from being in the UFC is that talent.
Genetics.
You see what I'm saying? There you go. Genetics.
It's either you got it or you don't in terms of your genetics.
But everyone can get to
a level.
You will never know how high you can go unless you try. You never know whether you have the talent until you actually put in the hard work to get to that high level. And then your talent will either kick in or you stagnate and be like, okay, this is it. This is the maximum potential I can reach. But most people don't even want to try to see how far they can get. And they leave it. Like it's sad, but hey, it is what it is, man.
Yeah, man.
This was a powerful discussion.
Good. No, this was good, man. This was really good. To be fair,
church bells were ringing.
100%. And I was literally like, "Hey, man, drop bombs the whole way through." He came in late, said, "I'm gonna make sure that I cover for the hour."
Make up for it. That was good.
Yeah. We let the church master preach. That's what you call him. Yeah, I'm gonna change your. I'm changing your name to Pastor GDB.
Yeah, we actually went off topic. We went way off topic.
We went way off
did,
topic.
but-
We did,
Hey,
but he's
after
good.
it still comes
We didn't
alive.
even get to Temmie's marriage.
We didn't. He skirted that so
Look
nicely.
at the time, though.
I know. I was about to say.
say.
No. You know what? We'll do a repeat, and Temmie will start with his marriage situation.
Oh, sure.
100%.
But it's pretty much simple. I think it's just as simple as I want monogamy. I want that commitment, all of that. If someone cheats, if she cheats, then I'm going to tell her I'm sticking around because of the kids, but I'm going to have a mistress on the side. And you better know, because that's your punishment. That's me saying that, okay, you've broken the oath, so I'm going to do my thing on the side. Let's see how you cope. But, essentially, I prefer monogamy. I prefer.
He's like, yo, look. She's like, you didn't make my bed.
So you prefer
now
monogamy? You're not the type to step out, yeah?
No, I won't be. I won't be the one to step out.
You don't have the urge to step out.
No,
you don't have the urge to step out. No.
I don't think I would.
You're controlling your urges.
No. Okay. So you say you don't think, or you know?
No, as in any relationship I've been in, I've never felt the urge. Like, have you guys felt the urge? Like, oh, pretty girl, I might, make a mistake.
Bro.
Yeah.
Yes.
100%.
Yes.
I've
100%.
never. That's the thing. I've always. Some guys can do it, but my mind purges any other idea when I'm in a committed relationship.
You know what I do when I'm fighting the urge? I just go choke the chicken.
Exactly. But for me, I'm not even in that position. So I guess I feel lucky, but overall, I prefer monogamy, bro.
Nah, temptation is always around. I won't lie to you. Like,
it is.
Realistically speaking, like I'm just talking.
Especially if you have game, it is. It's treacherous.
No. My advice to people is never leave the game. Never leave the game. That's my advice. They don't leave the game because you never know when you're gonna end up back on these streets. And God forbid you have to start from zero again.
I would definitely touch on what you said, but I feel like we should definitely.
But we should wrap it up. I'm gonna leave the stream on that.
You gotta have backups.
This guy last time.
Backup options.
Leaving. Last time we were on till 6 hours. I'm like,
6
why
hours?
did anyone? I left halfway through, but these guys were still going. I'm like, we can't be doing this.
Oh,
it's true.
Oh yeah.
You can't do that. This isn't Clubhouse.
Just to wrap up real quick, guys.
Yeah.
Man, it's been an amazing stream. Given, bro, Pastor GDB dropped bombs the whole way through the chat. The Duke, bro, you've been an awesome co-host, man, as always. Curbs, you've been an amazing guest. I hope you do come back.
We need to get her back, and Alicia.
We need to get you back with Alicia as well. Like that'll be pretty cool.
Yeah.
We'll make it. Yeah.
No. Do you know what we'll have to do? We'll have to plan when we're all in
No.
London.
We need to
when
get.
we're all in London.
I need to get someone
100%.
who's very liberal.
Yeah, the other way.
I'll find that. Don't worry about that. That's easy.
Bro, we've got friends. We've got friends.
I know.
Bring them. Let's bring them.
We want
Let's hot them up here.
We need them to be there while Curbs and
Alicia
are there, so they can actually get the real perspective of
because they don't want to hear it from the patriarchy. The patriarchy.
Oh, that's mansplaining. You're mansplaining it.
They don't want to hear it from us.
Whatever.
Yeah. But no, thanks guys for the stream. To everyone who tuned in as well, thanks to the guests, Vincent, Ely, who's been trolling for the past, I don't even know, but we love to see it. We love to see it.
Different
Yo, all I'm hearing is marriage is whack. Marriage is whack, mate. It's whack, bro. This is what we love, man. The engagement has been fire. We appreciate it, honestly. Vincent, Miss Twist, we appreciate all you guys too. Skittles Man Reloaded as well. And I think another shout out to Clive. Was it Clive? It was Clive. To the question he asked earlier.
Yeah.
I think it was Clive or something. Yeah, we appreciate you guys too. So that's to wrap it up. Join us next time for our next live. We'll be sure to post it up earlier this time. We only gave you guys 2 minutes notice. We do apologize, but hey, it is what it is. That's how we do. But yeah, it's peace out from us.
Thanks, Kirby, for coming.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you for coming once more. Peace out, guys. All right. Bye-bye.